Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geek It Out. I'm yours truly, the Datebots, here with my boy, Don frickin' Prime.
What's going on, folks? Good evening, good evening.
Yo, every frickin' body, what is going on, everybody? Dudes, dudettes, bros, brosies. It's been a wild few days, a wild few flexes, and I feel that the only people that have been listening to the community is Sideshow at this point. Because what did we get today? The freaking General Grievous for $285. This is the reissue General Grievous.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we were just discussing it. Yeah, this has issues, or at least the original did. But for $285 at a reissue, this is, if you're one of Grievous, again, knowing the issues, I still bought it. I'm hoping, even if they didn't re-engineer it, if it's a reissue, the quality of parts is better, or the material is better, which will then help it keep up a little longer, so you don't have that many issues right off the bat.
It's better to buy a reissue version at this point versus going back trying to buy one for $700, $500 on freaking eBay.
No, it's broken ones. The ones with issues are going for $600 to $650 now. Yes.
And that's what I don't think people understand this. The ones are going in on this. I don't think they understand the reason why this figure was such a grail piece to have as far as prices are concerned. Because it's a rare piece. It was considered one of those grails, even if it was broken, because no one was making another General Grievous, and we've been asking for this from Hottoys for a good minute.
Exactly, and I think this is, even though this is a reissue, I think this is going to be a limited run as well, because this thing's going to start, scheduled to ship next month. This was done. Like, this is, again, like you said, but this is an ultimate Sideshow flex. Not only are they dropping the reissue, they already had this made. This thing is probably sitting in a warehouse ready to go. And they just have a street date, or, they want to see how many pre-orders they get before they start shipping things out to, the actual Sideshow facility.
Now, my question is, so this is a limited run. This is a really limited run. Do you think it's batches they found in the warehouse, or they actually made these?
Again, like, if you told me, they're only doing like 50, 60, but they made new capes, then I think possibly it's a refund. But if it's a 500, then it's a reissue. Again, it's all if they release how many figures are actually going to be pre-ordered.
Oh, okay, so I honestly think it's just a reissue, but made with new material, new pieces. But it's still, at the end of the day, expect them legs to crumble over time, because General Grievous was one of those figures from Sideshow that was notorious to breaking down over time since 2013. All right, so
I mean, the stand does look different. The cradle itself looks articulated. It almost looks like it's on a pivot ball joint.
Before we continue with the General Grievous, for those of you who are asking, am I getting one? Well, are you out of your freaking minds? Yeah. Of course I'm getting one. Of course. Are you out of your freaking minds? Robin, go. Yo, are you out of your minds? Yes, I am getting one. You know why? What's up?
I was going to say, and you have a B1 and a B2 to stand it next to.
Exactly. My boy Don Prime, he got me a good deal with the B1 and B2 battle droids. I think they were Hasbro, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got another B2 right after I pre-ordered, so I'll have a B1 Commander and a B2 next to Grievous.
Yeah, you gotta be out of your damn minds if you do not pre-order this. Now, here's the thing, though. I would say you're definitely out of your mind if you go and buy a General Grievous for $500, $700 that literally is broken from eBay. Okay, the only reason why you're paying that much money for it is because the limited edition of that figure, because you can't really find that figure anymore, because it's from 2013. But right now, for $285, this is a steal to get this right now.
Yeah, I mean, and this is one of those figures that might be like heavy infantry Mando, because as soon as it like once sold out, there was that period where it jumped to like 450, 460. The thing is with this, even though it's a reissue, the older figure is, again, like you said, 8 years old at this point. This sells out, or goes to a wait list next week. This has the potential to, double in price overnight. Because again, it's still a reissue. But what do? You're going to spend, $700 on an 8-year-old broken figure. You're going to spend $500-600 on a figure, that was just reissued. And it's technically new in box. That only came 3 months ago.
Yep, that is true. That is true. Oh my god, I'm getting messages now that Jetta just started his stream. I'm like, hey, I don't care. That's funny. He started his stream when I started my stream. That's funny. I really don't look at anybody else's scheduled streams, but either way, I just wanted to get down and just talk about this figure with Dom Prime and with everyone else that's watching with us. Rob Swallow, he says, I hope they improved it. That's the thing, though. I think Easy said it, that the actual cape itself is the only thing they are updating, and that's about it.
In the stand,
or at least,
yes. Or at least the cradle assembly. So maybe it'll take more weight off his legs and less deterioration over time. Again, from what I saw in the video, it looks almost like it's one of the like a Bandai, the articulated stand where it's a ball joint that holds, the cradle piece.
Oh, look at the B1s back there. If Sideshow wanted to really flex today with Hottoys, they would reissue the B1s.
Well, speaking of that, though, and again, I told you this, and you've probably seen it. The Hasbro ones that came out in 2000, if you put them right next to a Sideshow, there is almost no difference aside from articulation in the arms and the knees.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I almost feel like Hasbro took inspiration from the Hasbro ones.
Really?
Like the same height. Yeah, the same height, same dimensions. Again, that's just my opinion of it. Again, when I had both of them in hand and compared them, again, just from articulation, but the overall aesthetic design, even the backpack, looked like they copied Hasbro.
Okay, now here's a good question from Joe. Anyone know what the OG Grievous retail was back then? I actually did the video on it just a few minutes ago. I had posted my do or do not on it, and the actual resale value, not resale, but the retail value of the General Grievous from way back when. Let me see, I think this is the one. Damn it, this is the same one. Okay, give me a second. It both says Grievous, so give me a second. Okay. I gotta remember which one says the different one. Okay, this is the one. Okay, cool. No whammies. Oh, damn it! Okay, look. Give me a second. I got this, guys. I got this, okay? I can read, okay? Give me a second. Don't fail me now. Okay, which is the one? Wait, is it the one here? Okay, this is the one. Okay, so I just gotta choose this one. Okay, so tabs, okay. I think this is the one right here. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna X this out. Okay, I swear to God, if the new one pops up, I'm gonna cancel my General Grievous. Okay, here we go. We got it. Okay. $249, $250. That was the original price of General Grievous by 2013.
Yeah. Now and again, there were two versions of it. The exclusive one came with additional faceplates, but it was still the same price.
Yeah, it's still the same price. And that's the thing, though. The new one doesn't come with the different face. You know what was funny, though? Speaking of faceplates, you called it. Last night, you did call it in our stream that freaking General Grievous was coming out from Sideshow.
Yeah. I mean, it was just I was looking at the figures. And again, they're animated figures, and they were actually working on an animated Grievous. I mean, if they're working on an animated Grievous, it was one of those, it's just like, yeah. I mean, if for whatever reason they have the ability now to reissue old figures or they have a new licensing deal, it just seemed to make sense.
Oh my God. Okay, so Joe Fuzz is saying thank Nate and Don. We appreciate
thanks,
it, bro.
brother.
We appreciate it. We appreciate your contribution and also popping in for the streams. And also Don, you already got Joe Fuzz stuff prepped up for your shipping.
Yeah. So I've got Joe Fuzz, Toy Box / Killjoy, and Exotic Car. I've got all their stuff packed up. And then I'll do a label tomorrow or Friday morning, and ship them out. And we're just waiting on Dolph, who's the winner of the Mouse Droid.
Yeah, okay. So the pretty much the giveaways we'll be giving them sending them out around Friday, right? I think so.
Yeah. I mean, that's the plan for right now.
Okay, so let's get into another good question. Oh, well, not a question, but we'll see is like return of the Bacardi # Nate. Hey, I am working on the Bacardi cut of the live stream we did a few nights ago for May 3rd going to May 4th. We are doing the Bacardi cut, so I want you guys to see my reactions and our discussions that we had for that night, because it got blocked because my dumbass decided, hey, you know what? Let's just stream Bad Batch on YouTube. I'm like, oh crap! It took as I find it hilarious. YouTube took forever to find it because we almost freaking finished the episode until YouTube was like, we caught you, bro. Oh, we almost did it, guys. We almost did it. Okay, so let me see. So Bindu is like,
the mouse is always watching.
Yes, the mouse is always watching. So Bindu, he's asking, geeking out, I must have since to be included in the prediction list of Grievous. I did say days ago about it. Now, did you say it was going to be Sideshow though? That's the key factor. That's the key factor.
I mean, all I did is I just, saw their sculpting of the animated style Grievous, and then I'm like, I mean, we're getting Grievous, and it's going to be Sideshow. So
okay,
again,
so pretty much you are right. Look at the original base. The original base is a lot smaller than what we're getting with the new base. This is the original figure right here, and the only difference is I think the base and the updated cloth that we're getting with the new one. And as far as like the looks are concerned here, we are missing the damaged faceplate.
Yeah, I mean, you take what you can get, right?
Yeah, hey, I'm still picking it up. Not gonna lie.
Exactly. I mean, don't look this in the mouth. If again, this is going to be a limited run reissue of an original limited run release exclusive.
Actually, let me go to my carts because I had it here. So let me go here. So pretty much you'd be spending about $36 to $40 more than the original release. But here's the thing, though, guys. A lot of people have been asking me. I think someone just popped in and asked, "Is Hottoys gonna work on a Hottoys version of General Grievous?"
Before this, I'd probably say yes. Now, I don't know.
Because here's the thing, though. You gotta think about this. Why would Sideshow put out a General Grievous? No, because the thing is, Sideshow would the staff for Sideshow would probably get more intel before an actual Hottoys Grievous would appear. Like, they would know before us. So it wouldn't be a cool marketing move for Sideshow to just drop a damn General Grievous of their own when Hottoys is going to drop theirs, at the same week.
Yeah, I mean, they coordinate this stuff. I mean, obviously Sideshow has a new license because of the animated figures. And if they're releasing this, even if it's limited, they have a new provision, to reissue certain, figures. So I'm going to wonder if we'll start to see Hottoys reissuing clones that have already been done by Sideshow.
Now,
because again, they've worked together, so it wouldn't surprise me then if Hottoys originally helped them with this, back in the day, like they did designing the actual clone armor for Sideshow.
That's true. Now, Bindu is saying, okay, I understand, man. I do understand where you're coming from with that. I didn't see General Grievous either until freaking Don mentioned the damn faceplate that Sideshow was working on. And we all thought that was probably going to be the animated version of General Grievous. That's what they should have done. They should have introduced an animated version of General Grievous versus just reissuing the General Grievous?
They still might.
Oh, that's that.
They still might.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. But I gotta say this right now, guys. If Hottoys does decide to drop the end all be alls of General Grievous, the DX version of freaking General Grievous, right? If they plan to do that, right, the price would literally be twice or three times that amount. Than 285. It would probably be hitting the 600 range, maybe
All right,
700.
Yeah, well, let's just say this: the statue, the 110 statue by what was it, like Iron Factory?
Iron Factory.
Oh no, not Iron Factory.
Or okay, Iron Studios, or
Iron Studios. That's 365, and that's 1/10 scale. So, and again, if they use die-cast or anything like that in the statue, a 1/6 scale, you're probably looking minimum in Hong Kong 550 to 6 US in Hong Kong.
Wow. It's wild just to think about the possibilities with Hottoys and the pricing they would do, because this is only 285, right? Which is still a good deal to pick this up versus trying to pick up the original for $500, $700 on eBay. But now the question is why Sideshow is such a rush to release a Grievous in a few months. I think it's because there's some theories that, one, they found some batches and they're just cleaning them up, or two, it's just a quick re-release. So, but here's the thing though, that's another good question. What if Hottoys does have a General Grievous line in wait for the re-release, or not re-release, but an actual reveal, but later down the year? And then Sideshow knows about this, and Sideshow is trying to capitalize on General Grievous before Hottoys General Grievous pops in.
I mean, that's possible, but that's saying, if anything, we might see a tease then, not necessarily, a full reveal and pre-order. Because again, Hottoys and Sideshow, they work hand in hand. So again, this is done in design. Sideshow didn't arbitrarily just do this on their own. This was discussed with, Disney and the representatives through their contract. This was also discussed with, Hottoys. So there's a grand plan involved in this, absolutely. Now, does that involve a full reveal at the end of the year, or does that just reveal a tease? And something like that's going to take, Hulkbuster time for development and production.
I could see definitely Hulkbuster time. With General, if they want to put in all the stops for General Grievous to design it the way we want it to be, I will still buy both of these. Okay, I will still buy the Sideshow General Grievous, because that will give me the option to play around with it a lot more if Hottoys does pop up with theirs. So like, okay, the Sideshow General Grievous is going to be my posable figure that I'm going to play around all the time with. The General Grievous, what's up?
Sorry. Well, I was just going to say, I just was like, you were checking Sideshow. So when I ordered this morning, it was estimated, the shipping was like June to July. So now it just got updated to August. So apparently, I'm thinking maybe they already sold out of their first batch.
Really?
Because it's already been extended.
Wow. Okay, guys, it's already been extended right now?
Yeah, the ship time. Because again, how it says from June to August? Because originally when I ordered it was June to July.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it does say June and August. So you're telling me it said June and July?
Yeah, when I pre-ordered it, like 1:30. Hold on. Yeah, let me see what time I pre-ordered that.
Wow, yo, Don, you caught this. So the first batch is already sold out. So that tells us a lot right now that we're getting into the phase of second batch mode right now, guys. Second batch mode. So that's telling me one thing: invasion. Not really. What I'm saying is this might sell out. The second batch might be the last batch, and they don't might make any more. Here's the thing though with Sideshow though. Sideshow is notorious when they see a gold mine like the Mythos Boba Fett, like the Mythical Obi-Wan Kenobi, like the C-3PO. They keep putting out freaking figures of those pre-orders, even after they sold out.
Yeah, it was. It went through at 2:30. So yep, and even at like BMW Lover, exactly. Yep, at 2:30 it was June to July. So now again with June to August, it's probably again first batch is sold out. So again, if this is something you're even thinking about for this price, jump on it now, because once this sells out, this is again going to immediately start hitting Grail money. Because again,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I wouldn't doubt in my mind they increased that 285 to 290, 295. They've done that before. They have done that before.
Oh, so I know they have. They're always going for that last dollar.
Especially the Mandalorians. The Mandalorians, they've done that so many times. I've seen them change up the price like at $10 difference, and I'm here like, wait a minute, I pre-ordered this at 305. Why does it say 315 now?
Yeah. Again, no. Rob Swallow. Again, if this was a normal figure, absolutely. Part of the reason they're also putting this for a cash grab is this is going to be a limited edition figure, because the original release, both versions were very limited, like a total of like 1,000 for one version and 500 for another, and they're not going to basically upsell themselves. For a reissue.
Hey, Smoking Aces with another one. Oh, alrighty, let's read it. I had to get Grievous. I couldn't pass up the price, and the Mortar Trooper looks amazing with its mortar. Oh my god, that thing looks beautiful. Freaking Don sent that over to me, and I was like, oh my god, that's gonna look so amazing with my Incinerator Trooper.
Yeah, I mean, and again on the live stream with Sideshow, they actually showed he does come with the full mortar kit. The full mortar backpack and the actual mortar tube.
But yeah, pretty much, guys, you are pretty much getting like the original setup. The only difference here is the face, not getting the battle damage faceplate, and I'm trying to go to the accessory. I'm sorry, I'm going fast here. I'm just going to the accessory. There you go. Okay. So I don't know, man. That angle again, it does look just like the same one, just an articulated crotch grabber. Oh my god, that looks so weird to me for the size. Because I've seen videos of unboxings with that damn base, and it doesn't really help the General Grievous because how massive he is.
Yeah, like I've got one of those large dynamic stands I can use. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was actually thinking of hitting up our boy Rocky to make us a General Grievous personal base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something from Utapau.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Rex is coming out, so I can sense it. Okay, Chris W is like, Rex is coming out soon. I can sense it. Rex is still in, like Don says, Rex is still in the safe mode right now with releases. So he hasn't been delayed yet. I think he got delayed once, but he's still slated for June, right?
Well, as long as he comes out by June, that's still considered within the release time frame. If it's June 30th and he's still not released in Hong Kong, then I'd say he is delayed. Again, because they go by the release time frames. Hottoys gives Sideshow. Now, and again, as of now, it's still the same.
Now, there was a question that popped up. Because you guys are going through these comments like no tomorrow. I did catch that question though. Someone asked, "Is 285 worth it?" I'll say this right now: 250 is not even worth it for this figure when it first came out, because this figure degraded so quickly between 2013 and now. Like, I was hearing horror stories of this figure breaking down on you because it could not support its weight. So it's standing there, over time with gravity pushing down on it, it's going to break down on you. And I can see this figure happening right now. And this needed the die-cast legs. It needed die-cast parts.
Yeah, but at the same time, beggars can't be choosers. This is what we've got. And then again, the price is reflective of, I think, what it is. Now, Sideshow's going to get theirs no matter what. But again, it beats going out and getting a broken one for $650 to $700 on eBay.
Now, it's a deal there. Of course, it's a deal there. When you're talking about, like, the nearest one you can pick up is a freaking eBay price of $600, $700. A broken one at that. A used one at that. But at the end of the day, the only thing I recommend, if you are picking this up, I already said it in my previous video about General Grievous, do or do not. If you are going to pick this up, understand that you're going to be making that sacrifice for that $28 non-deductible NRD. You might lose that because you're going to decide, hey, what if Hot Toys pops up something in the near future during the time of this pre-order phase for this figure? Then you'll be like, I'm going to cancel it. But are you willing to sacrifice that $28? And also, at the end of the day, you're going to have to drop some points. Coupon points on this. I'm dropping at least $70, between $70 to $100 in reward points towards this General Grievous. Because, honestly, this figure is a $200 range figure for what we're getting body-wise. The accessories are fine. But honestly, I am not a fan of what I've heard. Here's the thing, though. If you guys have been hearing about the horror stories with General Grievous, you know, imagine spending Hot Toy money on a 1/6 scale General Grievous right here, like on a Hot Toy on a 1/6 scale figure, and it just breaks down on you in less than a few years. You know.
I mean, again, we're hoping that, you know, the design might be the same, but the materials they're using is much better quality, higher density plastic. You know, so it doesn't break down, doesn't become brittle. It's not as affected by, you know, temperature changes, humidity, you know, shifts in a temperature, things like that. I mean, you can only hope, you know, and again, material has changed a lot in 8 years. So we hope it's, you know, higher density plastic.
Sideshow would have earned my respect if they said this was going to have die-cast legs. I don't care about the arms. I don't care about the body, upper torso. It's the legs that's my concern. Okay, because the legs can't hold this figure. Like me and Easy was talking about it in our last video stream, where we talked about how Grievous, you know, people had to pose him up in certain different angles just to balance him out for him without falling. I'm just saying that don't be too hyped about this figure. Okay, it looks great. The unboxing looked great. The reviews look great. But after hearing about what happened through time, I'm still getting it. Hey, I just know what I'm expecting with this figure, and I'm hoping that maybe they'll update the bodies. But during that time frame that we're getting with this figure, I don't think we are getting much of an update. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, this thing is ready to go now. And people are jumping on it. And like, again, as people have also confirmed, they've already extended the, you know, the back end shipping date on this now a month. So again, that's got to mean the first batch is gone. Yeah,
so it is going crazy. Now Bindu, he's asking Don, did the Sideshow plastic degrade it in time?
I never had the figure, but that's a lot of, you know, the issues, especially with the legs. It couldn't hold, you know, the weight in it. A lot of it probably had to do with, you know, the density of the plastic, you know, the type of plastic they used, where it was poured. I mean, you know, it's just like chemistry. You know, you have so many variables, and if it's done wrong, you know, it's a cascading issue, you know, once certain things take effect.
Now, this I did say this before. I didn't say it before, but I was just thinking about it the other day. Rob Swallow this actually happened. Sideshow announced their statue of Grogu, life-size Grogu, and then a few days later, Hot Toys announced a preview picture, not an actual figure itself, but a preview picture of what's to come, a life-size Grogu articulated figure. And this was a few days after the actual release of the life-size. So a lot of people already purchased the life-size statue from Sideshow. So it's possible. Hot Toys can just come in with a damn promo pic of General Grievous, you know, looking angry, you know.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though. If Grievous does come from Hot Toys, I'm going to be honest and say we're not going to see him till 2025 for the 20th.
The 20th anniversary. Yeah. The 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
Yes. So I mean, again, I think if we're going to see him from Hot Toys, it's not going to be till then. It's quite a while off.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good minute, which is fine. Take your time with it. I want the perfected General Grievous. I want the DX General Grievous, the end all be all General Grievous, because we've been waiting this long for a proper General Grievous. Not saying this is a proper one. This is a placeholder for fans, collectors out there with the Clone Wars shelves. I will be getting this one, and I will also be getting the Hot Toys General Grievous, because I'll be using the General Grievous from Sideshow as my Clone Wars shelf. Because I do have two shelves. I'm going to have the Clone Wars shelf. I'm going to have the Revenge of the Sith shelf. I have two Codys. I got two Rexes. That's the reason why. I got so many shelves I'm going to be working with. I want my Revenge of the Sith shelf, including the with the General Grievous, right at the center of it. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. If Hot Toys does throw in the like their new challenger approaches with their General Grievous.
Yeah, I mean, and part of it is Grievous is like he needs accessory pieces, and I think they would do those first. So we need B1s, we need B2s, we need the 212th, the normal, Cody's unit, the normal, 212th troopers. Then we need the 212th, the airborne version, to actually, So I don't think until we get those, we're gonna actually see Grievous from Hot Toys.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what? What if Sideshow, this is not their final form yet. What if Sideshow comes in with them B1s and B2s out of nowhere? Like they're
I was waiting for him today.
You were waiting for them today?
Yeah. I mean, it works perfectly for Clone Wars. It works perfectly for the prequel trilogy. It works perfectly for Mando. They're all, and they've played major relevant roles in all three of those. It literally expands, 30 years. So why not release them? Because again, they look good next to Obi-Wan. They good, where's my mace? They look good against Mace.
Where's my mace?
Exactly.
Wait, did Sideshow do a mace?
Way back, yeah.
Way back. Okay, I can see.
And then there's a third party one. Yeah, there's the third party, the superhero pose.
Yeah, this pose is killing me right now. You're gonna break your damn General Grievous by doing that. Ooh, Chris W hit us with a good one. Need some Magna Guards to go with Grievous. Ooh, that'd be nice. Not gonna lie.
I don't know if Sideshow did Magna Guards or if anyone else did. Like, what was God? Who did the 12-inch ones? It wasn't Hasbro. Was it Marmot? No. Metacom. Those things are junk.
Yeah, if Hot Toys or Sideshow can drop some, hell, I'll still buy some Magna Guards from Sideshow. Like, Hot Toys doesn't even need to drop us some Magna Guards. All they gotta do is just deliver us some B2s or B1s and give us a General Grievous. I don't mind Sideshow hopping in the fray with some Magna Guards.
Yeah, no, and again, if they're reissuing this, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, screw it, we're reissuing, the battle droids, not the security droids, but the actual, both versions of the battle droids, the normal set and then the Geonosis colored set.
That this is true. It won't that's what people need to understand. It won't if you're waiting for the Hot Toys General Grievous, even if they announced it this year, it won't be out till 2025.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna be honest. I went out as soon as I placed my pre-order for Grievous, and I went out and I got more of the old Hasbro 12-inch battle droids. So,
okay, David, Henriquez, he's saying, I'm getting it regardless. All Sideshow figures bodies become flimsy, lose and break over time. I had to switch out bodies from a couple of them figures as years pass. Arriba Boricua, yeah, Wepa, Captain Puerto Rico, yes, yes, I can't wait for that figure. But yeah, that's what people need to understand. Like, I'm not hating on General Grievous. I'm just letting y'all know the facts, okay? Over the years with General Grievous, especially with Sideshow quality. This is a good placeholder. And if this figure sells out again, you can literally resell this again because this is still a limited figure for a lot of folks that can't pick this up right now or can't pick this up over time. You know, a lot of new collectors coming in. Ooh, I want a General Grievous. Hey, resell that like no tomorrow. Now, there are questions that should we get two? That's up to you right now because the market's just changed up right now as far as General Grievous. No one's picking up. If you're going to pick up a second General Grievous, you're going to have to hold that for a minute until this sells out and then look at how things progress through the market because General Grievous was dominating with $500, $700 easy, and that was just a broken figure.
Yeah, like mint and box ones are going for 1,000, and the exclusive ones are going for 12 to 15.
Yeah, 12 for 15, man. It's ridiculous, and I will not want to jump in that train with the resale market when it comes to General Grievous before. But now, since Sideshow has opened the floodgates, oh, that's pretty cool. If Sideshow announced this, since Sideshow opened up the floodgates for reissues, I mean, I feel that Sideshow heard the writings on the wall, right? With all these reissues from Hottoys, and Sideshow was like, you know what? Let's do our own reissue line.
Yeah, I mean, who else could they reissue? You know, go back to an update.
The battle droids, the B1 battle droids, the B2s. Hell,
well, they never did a B2. Sideshow never did a B2.
They never
did. They did multiple B1s? Variations of the B1.
Ah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, and there's also a version that came with a comm panel that's supposed to go with Count Dooku.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
It lights up, all that stuff. So
now, you know, it'd be cool though, just to jump in the hype train of Bad Batch and Echo, re-release the Echo and 5's ARC Troopers.
See, I don't know if they could potentially get away with that though, because because if again, and this is where it goes into licensing, you know, sharing agreements. Again, because if they're going to already show ARC Troopers again, especially from the 501st, again, it might be one of those things where, you know, Hot Toys has the rights now to make 501st clones. And again, and if they're going to do the old Clone Wars series, they're going to do, you know, the major ARC Commandos, Echoes 5, you know, and even other ones, maybe Jesse. And that'll be up to Hot Toys, whether they want to do that or not. And so I would almost want to expect that Hot Toys almost has a right of first refusal in their contract, meaning if they want to make something, they have the right to make it. But if they don't want to, they can say no. And then again, depending on the current license, Sideshow can then make it.
Okay. RBX is asking, should I pre-order now or wait? Since they're already getting into the second batches, from what Don Prime told us about the Switch updates from June to July to June to August, I say hop on that pre-order because now we're getting into the second batches now. So I don't know if there's gonna be a third batch. So you gotta be mindful about that. So.
Yep.
There could be dewbacks. Bindu's like dewback. If they reissue a dewback. I don't know if Hot Toys has hell with the Blurg release, right?
Yep, we talked about that last night.
Yeah, we talked about it last night. That you mentioned it, that they could bring out the dewbacks.
Yeah, just extend the Blurg and change out the arms for another set of legs and change, you know, the mouth architecture. You know, you have a dewback.
Now, did you think this broke the internet when General Grievous got his reissue?
I'll be honest, not as much as it should have. Or it was kind of like, oh, Sideshow's reissuing this? Oh, okay. And I think some people are like expecting, you know, the Hot Toys one to drop. Except Hot Toys ain't dropping one. You know,
wow.
I mean, they might do a tease, like a, you know, potentially coming soon thing. But again, even if they start working on it today, it's 2 to 3 years before we're going to see it for something that complex. Because you know Hot Toys is going to go, you know, balls to the walls with the articulation. They try to do something where, you know, the arms actually fold into each other. rather than the separate arm that has two distinct pieces.
Okay, so let's look at some photos I got from the actual stream. People started posting up photos, so let's look into those. And look at that, baby! Look at that! That General Grievous looks amazing. The General Grievous reissue right there, man.
Yep. I mean, and here's the thing. I almost would, with this going on, and if they're going to reissue stuff, how about at this point, since we don't have a Mace, Hottoys and Sideshow, they team up. Sideshow reissues the body and the clothing. Hottoys busts out an old Nick Fury head sculpt, does it up, and we have an updated Mace Windu.
A crossover that hasn't been seen since how many years ago? Like 2013, 14?
Something like that, yeah.
Dude, Sideshow and Hottoys haven't done a crossover like that in years. So it'll be interesting. Yes, update the cape, tighten the joints. Yes, I agree. We need some update potential for this figure because this is getting ridiculous if they're going to reissue the General Grievous from 2013 that has already been facts. There's been facts. It's been documented that figure can't hold itself properly.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, just look at Hottoys in the Batman Begins reissue.
Oh my God, Denobi, my freaking boy! Oh my God, Denobi 2's in the house. Okay, why are you hating on poor General Grievous? You know we all ran to that pre-order button. $285 is a fantastic deal. Surprised to be sure, but a welcome. It is. Look. I'm not hating on General Grievous. I'm just letting people know to understand that what you're getting into with General Grievous. I'm all for it. I'm getting General Grievous. I'm getting the reward points, the coupons. Don't worry, Denobi. I am getting General Grievous, and I'm also going to get the Hot Toy General Grievous if that ever comes out.
Yeah, same here.
But I'm just letting the people know that what you all getting yourselves into, because I heard the horror stories with to General Grievous.
Hey, when it comes to collectors, if we're not griping and bitching, that means we're not loving it and we're not involved. The minute we stop caring and saying things like that means our love is kind of drawn away, Yeah. And where does it may sound?
Rob Swallow, you need Denobi 2 on the show. Hey, Denobi, if you got some time to pop in, hey, I'll invite you. I've been inviting a lot of people. At the moment, they're all at work. So if you want to pop in, Denobi, let me know. Just comment down below. Give the people what they want. Or in this case, Rob Swallow. But it's just going to be a lot of fun to have General Grievous in the works. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of fun to have General Grievous in your shelves, especially if if we are if Hot Toy is gracious enough to bestow upon us the damn Hot Toy DX General Grievous. It would be a lot of fun. I'm just saying, just having two General Grievouses to compare and contrast. It'd be a lot of fun. I'm just saying, I'm happy with this release, but also I'm cautiously optimistic about what we're getting with material wise when it comes to Sideshow.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's just you gotta hope. Again, it's higher density plastic. Again, poured and created in a better environment. In a better factory. All those things come into play. So again, here's hoping.
Yeah, just hoping. Just crossing our fingers that Sideshow's actually putting some brand new works into this General Grievous. But there is another figure that got showed off today at the streams. If I can just, there you go. Let me see. So let me see. Is it this way? No, that's the cover. There you go. There he is. The mortar trooper with his little freaking mortar cannon right there. Well, the artillery trooper. Artillery. He's not artillery. He is mortar infantry. Like artillery is like the guns you see on the back of the walkers, like the SBDT tanks. That's artillery. Artillery is stuff that goes boom and a long way. A mortar is something you launch by yourself. So. Okay, so that clears up.
That's my rant.
That clears that up. Because I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what's the difference here? All right, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to bring in Denobi 2 for the stream real quick. He wants in the conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. Let me see. I'm going to the Denobi's about page, and I don't see any way to get in touch with him. Instagram, is it? Maybe Instagram. Let me see if I can find Denobi on Instagram, and then I'll send him the message there. Cool.
Yeah, single songwriter. Yeah, when I was in the army, I had to learn call for fire both for mortars and for artillery. So, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't. Yeah. Also, if those of you who are watching, Don Prime is a veteran.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks, brother. No, yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Trying to find Denobi 2. I think Denobi 2 is on Instagram. Okay, here he is. Okay, I found him. Okay, so I'm going to send him the link.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, guys. I'm just spending a little bit too long just trying to send the links here.
Oh, Todd C. 2004 to 2009.
Sorry, guys. It's being a little quiet right now. I'm just trying to get this stream here going for Denobi.
Yeah, Rob. No, I was Army infantry. You know, I don't have a abnormal like for crayons.
But yeah, as always, Don, we appreciate and
thank you, brother. Thank you.
The service that you went through. Because hey, you gotta care for our veterans, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
All right, so Denobi, I did send you the link. I am Miniature Heroes on Instagram. It's a little change I'm doing. But anyway, till we see Denobi come in, let's get right back into that artillery. Now, it's after looking at it, it's pretty much a incinerator trooper.
And I still love it, and I'm still gonna grab it the minute it goes up.
It looks fun, man. I do have my incinerator trooper on not pre-order, but order as well. But the thing is, I know that Hottoys has been, all over the place with their releases. We got only the Mandalorian, and then we got some prequel figures. Well, Bad Batch stuff. But the one thing they're enjoying putting out is these Stormtroopers. We got pretty much 2 Stormtroopers at this point.
I mean, at this point, they're going to come out with a clean version of the Mando Trooper, which is essentially the Rogue One Stormtrooper that everyone wants. So, I mean, I think this might be an exclusive to Sideshow.
Really? Another exclusive to Sideshow? Kind of like the Commander Stormtrooper.
Yeah, again, because I think the Incinerator Trooper didn't do potentially as well as fast as they thought. And this is even, with the Incinerator Trooper, he had his big scene with Grogu. This, he was launching mortars. But other than that, it's one of those things. So I don't think they're going to make that many of this, or compared to like the normal Remnant Trooper.
Well, they didn't even make enough Incinerator Troopers, and that sold out. Actually, the Death Trooper sold out even before the Incinerator Trooper. So
that's what I mean. I think this might be another exclusive. Okay. Again, because it's got the orange pauldron. It's got the mustard markings. I just think this might be an actual exclusive again to Sideshow.
Big Dog Pound 1 says, salute to you as well, Jedi Porkins, for the service you have done for this country. Yes, everyone, thank you. Salute to all of you who are in this live stream, who are prior military service, and who are also still military. We salute you guys. Thank you for the service you guys have done for our country.
Thank you, guys. I'll just say this. It's actually quite shocking to find out the number of people who are still in the military all across all the branches who are who are veterans that are like actively, the same stuff as us. They're actively in the 1/6 community, either kit bashing or collecting. It's quite surprising, the numbers, but it's also quite cathartic. All
right, guys. Denobi 2 is in the house.
Hey,
what's going on, sir?
Oh my God, Denobi freaking 2, man. Oh my God, your display, man, always gets me going, bro.
I'm not in character, but I heard you bitch, and I'm like, what's wrong with this dude, man? He's one of the ones I actually like.
Wait, you like me? Oh my god! Oh my god, Nanobi likes me. Oh my god, that's music to my ears, bro. Because I always loved your videos. Like the four horsemen. It was you, Easy, and PJ that got me into collecting Hot Toys.
Dangerous, isn't it?
It is.
It's a plastic crack.
Yeah, Nate, you are the only one out of the 1/6 Cantina that every now and then tends to sprinkle a little bit of logic, while Pete tends to go off rants of delusions of grandeur and fantasy whimsical Jimmy Smith characters and fantasy picks, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, the thing is, even though I do love the idea of these figures that are possibly going to come out, is it possible? I love that gimmick he does, and it's great. But at the end of the day, you got to think of the logics here. Like you said, is Hot Toys going to put in the effort? Like, for example, the General Grievous Hot Toy that might come out. I'm like, the R&D that could go into that figure is similar to an Iron Man at this point.
Hello, Mr. Don Prime. I actually like some of your logic as well too. I actually do agree with you.
Thank you.
I agree with you on the anniversary of Hot Toys. If Hot Toys decides to ever make a Grievous, it's probably going to be around the anniversary point. So that's about right. That's how it, for the most part, it does work. But Hot Toys, they haven't been using a lot of logic in the last couple of years. It's been wacky.
I think they are sort of using their logic, because look what we've been getting. They know the market right now is just filled with Mandalorian hype. We got the artillery trooper. We got the Grogu the figure set. I'm like, oh my god, a 1/6 scale figure set of just Grogu with the cat, with the loaf cat and the frog. Are you serious?
It's fun. It's a fun little assortment set. My concerns are though with the blurg, the $300 blurg. I hear you expressing your concerns on a $285 Grievous, but I don't see much on the blurg, a rotocasted blurg with probably 4 points of articulation. Assuming
4 points of its. Okay, I'll say this much. I think I got more hyped up with the actual Mandalorian 2-pack versus solely on the blurg. Well, the thing is, with the 312 blurg, it's sort of like a vehicle at this point. So you gotta like see it now with Hot Toys. With vehicles, they're gonna just up the price now on these vehicles. It is considered a vehicle. I know it's not a do-back, or a speeder bike, but it is what they're putting out for us at this point.
Are you pulling some of that Pete magic, and as far as sharing pricing, not including shipping and taxes?
Oh my god! Oh my god! The pricing and shipping is gonna be wild on that. Oh
yeah,
god,
you know very well that the blurg by itself alone is probably gonna easily break $360. Well, depending on where you did end up purchasing it though. So if you go through Alter Ego or any other places, you may be able to. But that's a lot though. That's a lot for a rotocast character. We in the community, we really need to voice our opinions on things like that. So I understand your frustration with the General Grievous, which was a manufacturing. I'll be the first one, dude. I'll agree with you. Sideshow, when it comes to 1/6 scale figures, they don't, for the most part, do a very good job. They don't, but they do a somewhat decent job on B list and C list characters like the Lando Calrissian and the Skiff Guard.
Yes.
I have him. It's not the best figure, but he's in the background in my Jabba's diorama, and that's it. And that helmet is not coming off. In fact, I actually have the head here. I'm going to show it to you right here.
Oh my god, that Rancor! I love that video you did, bro.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Look, this is going to get listed on eBay, so I'm not even keeping this head. This head is trash. So,
oh really? I thought it was okay.
Oh no, dude, no. This is not Billy D. Williams. Come on now. That's not Billy D. You know that's not Billy D. Don't.
Someone was drinking too much Colt 40 after trying to look at pictures.
That's not Billy D. So, but I mean, he's back there. You can actually see he's in the background. He's a background character. You can actually see him back there. I mean, that's it. That's all he's there for. That's all he's there for. Look, just the background. That's it.
I'll be careful now.
That's all Billy D's good for. That's it. So
that's all Billy D's good for the Return of the Jedi display.
Just a background character. And I used a ton of Sideshow points for that because he's not even worth the full price. So I'll give you that. Sideshow figures for the most part aren't worth their full price. But it's a blessing. We should be very thankful. And I'll explain to you why we should be thankful that we're getting a $285 Grievous, because it scares off Hottoys from pursuing that. We don't need a Hottoys Grievous right now. We are drowning in a crap load of pre-orders.
You are right. You're the first one that put that on the map for me.
We're drowning. Don't deny it. We're drowning.
Yeah, we are, because I meant when I started mentioning the whole 40 freaking pre-orders of Star Wars Hot Toys, you were the one that actually mentioned it first. I was like, oh crap, he is right.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much Mandalorian and freaking prequel figures. Yeah,
they're printing money with the Mandalorian. That's great. I love a good business practice. I love capitalism, but we need to be careful. That's it. We got to be careful because there's a ton of stuff. So to me, it was like a sigh of relief. I'm like, cool. If Sideshow releases the Grievous, it'll keep Hot Toys in bay, and they can keep pumping out more of their clone troopers that everybody seems to be, wooing for.
Yeah, as of right now, the StormTrooper Commander, let me see if I can pull him up again. But the StormTrooper Commander, at this point, he's pushing for Sideshow, Sideshow exclusive, at $220, which is pretty much the sweet spot for army building. So that's what I'm actually looking forward to, is army building just a tad bit with that one, because I'm still looking forward to what's to come with Hot Toys, because we still can get the E-Web Cannon 2-pack with the StormTroopers. That'd be fun. I would love to see that.
Yeah, it's this is an exciting time for Star Wars. I'm not committed heavy into Star Wars like most of you are, and Aries, I know he just loves his Star Wars, but Star Wars comes and goes in seasons. I've been doing this for a while, and right now the storm is hitting us, and if something happens to season 3 of The Mandalorian, or I don't know, another event that sways the Star Wars IP, it could all collapse. So just be careful.
Yeah, if God forbid something happens where we have another like controversial film with Star Wars or a show that would cause the fan base to okay, you know what, I'm not gonna buy Star Wars anymore. So as of right now, you are right. We should be blessed that we have all these figures at this point. But then again, we gotta be wise with what we purchase, because we have so many pre-orders at this point.
Yeah. Don, you mentioned Hasbro, the battle droids. I'm like, as a background character, add a little bit of weathering and painting. Yeah, he's right. Those battle droids from Hasbro, they can work. Just keep them in the background.
Oh yeah.
Don't hit the camera too close to them, and they can work.
Exactly. I mean, I've got the Commander B1, and he's got the paint job, and he's actually weathered, so it's not too bad. And then again, I've got another B2 coming, so again, it's quick, shoe polish, weathering job, he's good to go.
But yeah, I do but I do agree on what you're saying, Denobi, about what's going on with that blurred. With the 312, I was sort of like put off by it, but then I was more into the fact of the reissue Mandalorian and that 2-pack.
You're the one that totes that. That's Iron Man money. That's more than Iron Man money. You know that, right? You know that Mando Blurg said that's breaking Iron Man pricing. Yeah.
That is breaking Iron Man pricing right there.
Okay. All right.
That's quarter scale pricing right there. That's
Yeah.
There
not
you go.
even-
That's quarter scale pricing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like hold on here. Let's think this over, because that's a lot
No, that is true because
for a reissue. Yeah.
I think Hot Toys knew what they were doing. They could have always just did a Quill and a Blurg 2-pack, but they didn't do that. They knew the market where it came with the Mandalorian OG, and they were like, hey, you know what? Let's make a little bit more money and just throw the original Mandalorian into that 2-pack just to raise it up to quarter scale cash.
You know those guys in Hong Kong, you know they keep up with social media. They see you guys doing cartwheels all over this stuff and jizzing yourself over your pants when they see this. You know that. They watch this, they monitor Instagram, they keep an eye on little Facebook groups, and they do see that. They do see a lot of that. And Mandalorian is what's printing money right now. So, and we keep buying it. So they're gonna keep making more of it.
Exactly. I mean, that's why Hot Toys sent Sideshow a pre-production sample of the Scout Trooper and the bike to, pump up more pre-orders. And when has Hot Toys ever done, basically they're sending Sideshow a pre-production sample for review before it's even out in Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's some aggressive. I am keeping an eye on that. I've never seen tactics like that before. That even the unboxing of the speeder bike from Mandalorian, that was very mind blowing. That's aggressive marketing, and that's sales. I do sales, and I can tell you right now, that's aggressive sales tactics right there to get that speeder bike unboxed before its announcement.
Yeah, so, because it's surprising that Hot Toys has never done that before. Because again, because I also collect third-party Masterpiece Transformers and the normal ones. A lot of third-party companies, they'll do exactly that. To pump up pre-orders, they'll send reviewers pre-production samples, and then they'll just go to town. And I'm just surprised this is the first time Hot Toys has ever done it, but it certainly won't be the last.
Oh no. No, they keep an eye on the numbers. They also study the pre-order numbers as well too. It's one of the reasons I sound like an old fart talking about, hey, keep that pre-order finger back away. Don't let them know that you're easy. Yeah, we all want this stuff, but just don't let them know that you're willing to put out on the first date.
Man, nobody's thinking facts here.
Yeah.
Now, Lil Timmy is asking, is that the Sideshow Jabba back there?
That is the Sideshow Jabba. Yeah. That's probably the only thing that Sideshow tends to do somewhat decent is the statues. They do somewhat of a good decent job of the statues. Even their fiberglass rotocast Rancor, which I didn't mind. It was hollow because it just makes it easier to move in place and change my my setup here, which I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to. This right here, this is statue shelving right here. This right here. This is prime real estate statue shelf in there for future endeavors. That's where it was at one point Back to the Future setup, but I'm like, it's probably going to be a Star Wars setup here, a speeder bike, large vehicles. So I'm probably going to devote that to Star Wars, since the other side of this monitor is where my Iron Man Hall of Armor is set up. So I'm trying to keep them all separated. Iron Man on one side, DC in one section, and I'm going to try to probably transform this whole back area here to Star Wars. Conservatively, though, not clicking on everything that looks shiny and pretty.
No, I do feel you on that. The like I mentioned on the Mandalorian Blurg video I did, if the only reason why I'm probably going to pick this up is because of the packaging. I love my exclusive packaging. Okay, that's my candy right there. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, that box looks nice. Even though I put it away for storing, I do like that box.
Well, I'm running out of space with my shippers and boxes. Even my attic is starting to. I've had to make sacrifices and recycling, but because the whole idea of keeping the shippers and boxes at one point, you're going to have to give it up.
Yeah, at this point, I'm getting to that point. I'm like, I might have to get a storage locker at this point.
I have two
Mhm.
walk-in closets that are completely full of boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a rule of thumb that if you have to resort to an off-site storage unit, it's time to liquidate. It's time to consolidate.
It's time to let go.
It's time to let go of some pieces if you have to resort to an outside storage unit, because then once you factor in the cost of that remote unit, you start to realize that your pieces aren't holding the value that they should be holding, because you're hemorrhaging funds on essentially keeping boxes, right? I was there.
That is true. Oh my god, yeah. I think Zachary said that one time in another video he did. Like, hey, you gotta consider that pricing now.
Yeah.
And less money going to your Hot Toys or your collection.
Yeah, yeah. You could also do part sales. When I destroy a box for an older Hot Toys figure, I'll go through the accessories and parts and just sell them on eBay. You know, I found,
Yeah,
I'll give you a
definitely.
good example. Age of Ultron Thor, 2016 release. I had to destroy the box, but that box had tons of accessories there. The hammer that glowed sold on eBay for $75. So things like that. You'd be surprised in some of your accessories and what they fetch, which then just gets reinvested back into the collection.
That is true.
I mean, well, some people specifically
go
buy
ahead.
boxes as well too for display. So again, you could even sell the box.
That's true. That's true. What is this travesty you're showing here, Nate? What is this?
No, I want to hear your thoughts with this, because Aries, he's going full on about this selling out, the 2-pack selling out.
He thinks this thing is the friggin' Grail piece from the Last Crusade. He feels us collectors have to go through the 3 biblical challenges to get to this thing, and I'm just like, what are you talking about, Pete? This thing is going. This set, if my projections are somewhat correct, this set is going up against 2 other sets around the time frame that this thing is going to drop. So I always, when people talk to me, I'm like, if it comes to this set or a Nightmare Batman Superman set in the same month, what do you think most collectors are going to get? Most collectors are probably going to get the Nightmare and Superman versus this Boba Fett set is going to sit for a while. It's going to sit for a while because we're getting every rainbow colored version of Boba Fett. Because you guys keep hyping him up. You guys keep thinking he is the next Messiah to save the Star Wars from.
He's the Phoenix, bro. He's the Phoenix.
He's been reborn to save Star Wars from J.J. Abrams, and I'm like, he can only do so much.
Well, to be fair, Book of Boba Fett's coming out in December, so maybe this is Dave Filoni's and John Farrell's plan all along.
And Nate, come on now, you're actually one of the few that actually has a little bit of logic. We have the Book of Boba Fett coming out. You don't think that they're going to violate us with multiple pre-orders from that series? We've all committed to this thing. Come on now.
Oh my God!
Oh, we know it.
They're going to destroy us. They're going to destroy the Book of Boba Fett, because that's a great opportunity for us to bring out some bounty hunter boys back in.
Yeah. A lot of people with a regret on the Heavy Mandalorian. It's a lot. A lot of people missed out on the Heavy Mandalorian. IG-88 seems to be fluctuating back and forth. I've told people, don't skip out on the droids, man. I'm telling you, Star Wars droids are always on a smaller run. Don't pass up on the droids. If it's tough. It's really tough. Most collectors are on a strict budget, 1 to 2 figures, maybe within a 30 to 40 day period. And it's easier to hide $250, $300 on a credit card versus $550. It's a little bit challenging. It's harder to squeeze that in. I was there. It's my life situation is a little bit different now for what I do. But back in the day, I did the cartwheels and the circles. I played the resale game, and sometimes you have to make those tough decisions on what you can keep and what you have to let go. And people keep asking me about how come you didn't get Yoda? Like, I remember I got into a conversation with a friend in Florida about why didn't I get the Yoda, the Empire Strikes Back Yoda in 2016 or 2017? I go, what do you think was happening between the years 2016 and 2017? I was getting violated by the Civil War, the Marvel Civil War drops. You got to set your priorities. I was getting hit with Black Widow. I was getting hit with the Mark 46, which is still a grail, right? Nate, is the Mark 46 still a grail?
Yes, the Mark 46 is the newest at the moment. The Mark 47, the newest.
Yeah.
You know how Mark 47 was rising up in price?
Yes.
The Mark 46 is getting up there now.
Yeah. So expect a re-release on that, because we know very well that Hottoys is keeping an eye on the secondary market. So.
Oh, that's true. Oh, and everybody, quick thing. The new code is Only Hope. Only Hope.
Code alert, code alert.
Code alert, Sideshow, $5.
What's the code? Hold on, while I'm talking to you here, I want some of that code too. Only Hope.
Only Hope. Only Hope. But yes.
Yep, I got it. $5. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Only Hope, guys. Only Hope. Get that money. Get that money. $5. Man, Sideshow is giving us money. I've saved up like what, $40 now?
Well,
yeah, I'm at 30, 35, 36.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make it up since sales tax. You gotta counteract some of that sales tax going on.
What sales tax?
Sales tax. I like that.
No, I live in New Hampshire. We don't have sales tax, income tax.
Which state do you live in, Don?
New Hampshire.
Oh, you don't have sales tax there. That's right.
Yeah, our property tax though is just. Yeah, that's how they get us on property tax.
That's how they get you. I was gonna say they'll always get you some way, but yes.
Thank you, Bindu. You did a great job. Yeah, we appreciate your service. But yes, I really wanted to hear your thoughts about the 2-pack Boba Fett, because I know you were going ham on it on a previous stream or video you did a while back.
Yes, because this Boba Fett, there's not just one, right? There's two. There's the 2 set here, and then there's the regular set, right? And when it comes time to bat, meaning when you get that early notification from Sideshow, hey, we're gonna charge $500 on your debit, your credit, whatever, pay, whatever. And that's scary, right? Mm-hmm. It's scary, especially, and we don't know this. This is where I wish Pete would explain it. Like, we don't know what most of us have been hit 1 to 2 weeks prior through Sideshow, right? This is going to be a congested time frame between spring and summer. Multiple hot toy drops. If some of us have been hit with multiple drops on previous Sideshow releases, this right here will be an instant either delay for most of us or a cancel. Eat the $50, right? So that's why I've stressed to him. And, I was supposed to be in his live stream, but he had a family emergency, because I told him, let me join your 1/6 Cantina, and we're supposed to get together.
Aren't you coming in for this Saturday?
I can't. I'm logged on. I work from home. I'm logged on until 6 p.m. Pacific. You guys start early, don't you? Don't you guys start your rant around 3?
6 p.m. Right? 6 p.m. Eastern. Oh my God! Look at what we got here with Don.
Yeah, someone wanted to ask about the 2/12 and Cody, so with Obi-Wan. Yeah, sorry for the glare. I've got them in my module case.
Oh, very nice.
Yep, so.
Oh, that's a Hasbro Battle Droid, right? Yes.
Yep, that's one of them.
Yeah. He blends in. He blends in pretty well.
He blends in really well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a knockoff Iron Man gantry, so I salvaged one of the arms trying to make it look like it's in the factory.
So what I'm trying to say, Nate, is that I understand that most Star Wars collectors, they appreciate this Boba Fett. They love him, right? But when I work on the weekends, right? And I keep you, 1/6 Cantina, 1/6 Avengers. I put the live stream in the background while I'm answering emails and working on sales. So I listen to this. I listen to what you guys are talking and the experience and so forth. And as I'm typing away with emails, I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? What do you think? What? So I listen to that. And one of the things that I wish Pete would focus on is that Hot Toys is not Star Wars Hot Toys, right? Does that make sense? Like, there's other IPs. There's the DC that's now starting to take traction again. There's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I understand. I know PJ has broken his relationship off with MCU, which is fine. You know, it's nothing wrong with that every now and then. But MCU is now starting to gain traction. We have heavy hitters coming down this year. We got Spider-Man in the multiverse, Spider-Man 3 without Melina. You know we're going to get violated with multiple pre-orders.
Oh my god!
Most of us
we're going to get violated with the multi-dimensional Sinister Six.
There you go. Yeah, you don't think I'm going to do a cartwheel for a Doc Ock? Are you kidding?
Oh my god!
I'll just tell you right now. How about for a brand new Willem Dafoe Goblin?
Mm-hmm. A Tobey Maguire. Come on now. Or a Toby. So, and then we have that. Then we have, I don't even know if they're going to touch Black Widow. Are they going to touch Black Widow?
Oh, yeah.
Know. Yeah, they are. So, they already got those two figures lined
so we got that. We got, most of us fell in love with WandaVision, so we know she's going to tag team with Doctor Strange. That's this year, too.
Uh-huh.
We have that. We have multiple MCU tentpole films coming out. And
there's still 2 more figures to be revealed from Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, so it's cool and dandy, and this is one of the things too that I was me and Zach were trying to talk about last night in our live stream, is that we've never seen anything like this before. In the years that I've been collecting, 30 plus Star Wars pre-orders from Hottoys, slated to be released within a year and a year and a half time frame. That's insane. That is insane. So when it comes time to bat, and everybody starts to get those notifications on this guy, depending on what the situation is and what they've experienced the 30 days prior, maybe the Nightmare Batman was shipped out 2 weeks prior to this. Something's going to have to get delayed. Something's going to have to get canceled. And I will say, though, with Sideshow, I don't like Sideshow, buying through them, but they will let you drag out your payments. Unlike most other retailers, I'm like, oh, you're not going to pay me now. Well, F you, cancel it out.
You know, that's another thing, because I think Sideshow is also considering what's happening with the market now as well, with the resale market, where people are actually canceling their figures just to save $100 on a figure that's already in the resale market, selling for $190 compared to the $300 you're asking for here at the States.
Yeah, I mean, when the Stealth Suit Spider-Man came out, I ended up getting the deluxe version with the base shipped from Toys Wonderland in Hong Kong for $180. You know, for Sideshow, with shipping, minus any coupons or points, it would be like $325, $330. And what's the point?
Yeah.
Get it faster from them from Hong Kong through DHL than I would from Sideshow shipping UPS, coast to coast.
But is it cheaper?
Oh, it was cheaper for me by about $130 to $150.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, we got to start clipping coupons here, folks. We got to.
That's usually what I'm doing now. Is I usually just wait on the coupons and just drop them.
Points, we are not married to SideshowCollectibles.com. Let's understand that, right? We are consumers, and we really need to just go to who's going to give us a better deal. It's not so much. At one point, it was about getting the figure first. That was my mentality. I don't care anymore. No, I feel like I've evolved like a Pokemon, where my job now is to curate my collection and to be surrounded by pieces that have an emotional impact in my life and what I enjoy and so forth. So this right here, this Nightmare Batman set here, this is a grail piece. I had Nightmare Batman. I got greedy and I sold it, and it was one of my biggest effing regrets. I sold Nightmare Batman and years later, I was like, I was pissed, and I never looked back. Meaning, I'm not gonna, if I sell a figure for profit, I'm not gonna go back to the secondary. I never look back. I'm like, no, I did that. So the fact that I was given a second opportunity to get Nightmare Batman with Henry Cavill in the black suit, I love Superman. To me, it was a win-win. It's a win-win, 100%.
Now we got hit with a good decent question here. Thrawn, he's a regular viewer. Do you guys buy the figures you like no matter how they will fit into your displays, or do you plan your displays beforehand? I skipped a lot of great figures because they don't fit in the collection.
Oh, that's good. That's a good question.
I'll just start real quick.
Go ahead.
Like Denobi 2 said, I've got to have an emotional attachment to the figure. Like, again, when I started years ago, I bought everything I liked. But then, I got to a point, I had, like 100 figures. And at this point, like, my collection has evolved and matured just as, like I have. So, between Marvel and Star Wars, I've got, about 50 figures. Some people, that's a small collection. Now, I do, if I see something, am I connected to it? And how is it going to fit in my display? Who's it going to go next to? Do I have the space? Is it going to fit the aesthetic, or is it going to, change the aesthetic? Even certain things like heavy infantry Mando, the base he comes with sucks. So I went and I looked for a day and a half just at custom bases till I found the one that was right for me and that would aesthetically look correct. Just, things like that.
That's you've spoken like a true veteran Hot Toys collector, Don. How long have you been collecting Hot Toys?
The first Hot Toy I got was the plastic Iron Man Mark V, the suitcase suit. So that was what, 2014, 2013?
Oh. Yeah, what he just mentioned is exactly what most veteran Hot Toy collectors think and operate and curate their collection. You have to future-proof and future-plan your collection. Make no mistake, my pre-order list, everything in my room so far has a plan. I'm planning everything out, especially right here in this display case right here, the Rancor. I've already added a steel bar underneath here, which I'll have the heavy Mandalorian levitating. So this is strictly Star Wars. So that's exactly how Don how he mentioned it. Plan ahead. Speeder bikes on top, large scale vehicles. The Blurg could possibly go up there. I'm going to get him. I'm not going to pre-order day one, but I'm definitely going to get the.
Yeah. Try to save some money at some point.
Yeah. I'm gonna shop around for the best because I know those roto casting figures are going to sit there for a while, so I'll wait. But yeah, he's right. That's exactly how you got to plan this stuff. And if I don't have the space, this is weird. King Zachary isn't the only one. When the figures come in and I don't have a home for it, they get thrown in the corner back of my room. I'm not kidding. They really do. Still sealed in the shipper. I'm like, I'm not going to open them until I'm ready now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point, if it's not getting displayed, it's getting sold. Because, again, what's the point of having it if it's not getting displayed?
Yeah.
Well, as for me at this point, like I said, this is my second year going into Hot Toys. Mm-hmm. So I'm still in that game where I'm like, I'm getting what I like, and it doesn't matter with the display for me at this point, because I'll work with display as I'm collecting. So I haven't gotten to the point where, okay, the room is getting very, very closed in me. So I gotta figure out what goes where.
You'll get there. If you're not there yet, really soon you'll get there.
Well, with all these with 40 plus odd pre-orders from Hot Toys with Stars alone, 2022 is gonna be one hell of a year.
It's gonna be brutal. 2022 is going to it's gonna be brutal, and I'm hoping that the Hong Kong retailers are gonna sit heavy on a lot of the stock, and I'll be able to cash in on some of that.
But unfortunately, the Mando stuff, it's in not only Hong Kong, but actually like mainland China, the Mando stuff is selling out like it's nobody's business, unfortunately.
How about the Clone Wars? All that animated tchotchke nonsense there. You think that's going to sell right away?
In Hong Kong, the Clone Wars would probably sell. But again, it's one of those things, if they release the battle droids, say, under the Mandalorian line, then they'll sell. But if it's under the Clone Wars line, they'll sit.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's all about branding. And
because they could go either way. They could, they could do a variant. They could do a B1 from the Clone Wars,
yeah,
or Revenge of the Sith, and then do a separate version for the Mandalorian where he's being rescued by Death Watch.
yeah.
There's your 315 blurg just by itself.
What a shame. What a shame.
What should have been the price? I'm feeling 250 should have been the price on this.
It should not have exceeded 250. 250 would have already been pushing it. Should have been between 220 and 250, and within reason. I mean, like I said, you can look at it. It's going to be vinyl. It's going to be a rotocast vinyl. The paint application on it is stellar, but we never question Hottoys' paint application for the most part. It's going to be big. It's going to be awkwardly big. It's not going to fit in anybody's DTOFs unless you move the shelf.
Yeah,
I think if you stand a or sit a Mandalorian on top of it, it's like 20 inches tall.
Yeah, so most of us, because I'm on Instagram, most of us are already treating our DTOFs like a crammed subway train. So, right? I mean, yeah, yeah, just pushing in more and more and more. So where is this going to go? And so that's a real situation. This is not a black. This isn't a $20, a $30 deluxe Black Series. This is somewhat of an investment, and you want to make it shine. So yeah, as a veteran collector, you got to plan that stuff out. Where is that going to go? Where are you going to put that?
Exactly. I mean, in DTOFs, they're great, but at a certain point, if your collection, reaches, a certain amount of figures or a certain dollar value, you almost have to invest in new cases, to complete the display for the professionalism. I mean, and then you have a lot more options, not necessarily for dioramas, but just how you pose them. And again, I put about 10% at the time of what my collection cost into Modu cases. Yeah. And I've got 6 of them, and people have seen them. They think they're, like the same thing as you would see, in a museum.
Brian from Modu Case, he really should be comping me, because I send that dude business all the friggin' time.
I used to too. I used to too.
People, I mean,
yeah. I was actually one of the first people to get one a couple of years ago when he did the Black Friday sale in the U.S. So
Did you beat me to my cases, Don?
Maybe.
Did you? You probably did.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the original run before he did all the revisions, with the back panels, how they now slide in. Is it like mine all still attached in the back in the shelving? Yeah. So I've got like Generation 0 or Generation 1.
Yeah. Yeah. I think my back wall is that. Yeah. Because every 6 months when I keep buying a set, he keeps improving it, and I'll pick on him like Brian. This stuff keeps getting better, And yeah, I will say this one here is the Max 40 Plus, with the this is the Max 40, right? Yeah, Max 40.
Yeah, it fits that brand core pretty well, and
yeah,
the Empire Strikes Back Vader back there too.
Yeah, that's the top of the line as far as the the weight distribution. And so those are almost specifically for statues. That's because I've got the DF series, the 120s and the 130s.
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Hey, Dante's in the house, buying Hot Collectibles. What's up, bro? I tried to invite him, but he says he's at work, so I was like,
you just happen to catch me. I'm off in the middle of the week. I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's why. I told Pete, Pete, I would love to join your May 4th hoopla so that we can rant and bitch. And he had that family emergency. So, but yeah, he always invites me on the weekends, and I go, that's where I make all my money.
Hey, Denobi, me and Don, we do our regular schedule. I know we were doing a whole bunch of streams this week because it's May the 4th, May the 4th with you, everybody. But usually our Wednesdays is our 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 8:30, 9 p.m. It's Hot Toy Talk streams. So
I tend to be. I'm always doing circles and cartwheels. I always let everybody know. Shoot me an invite. If I have the time, I'll join. and if I don't, great. Which reminds me, I have to leave in a few minutes. So, but yeah, anytime, just shoot me. You got me on Instagram, and like I said, if I'm able to log out of my computer this Saturday, I'm going to try to join 1/6 Cantina, because I feel that you guys you need a little bit of dose of reality. Am I wrong to assume that, Nate? Am I?
No.
Huh?
I feel you on that, and that's
Right.
that's the reason why I preach about
Yeah.
the 2-pack Boba Fett, because I honestly think that, for me anyway, and you were the one that shined a light on that. A lot of these 2-packs have sat after they've sold out. So so if we follow the trends, if we follow the history, and history tends to repeat itself quite often with Hot Toys, the 2-pack Boba Fett is going to sit around.
It's going to sit.
I'll just tell you this. I mean, it might be apples to oranges, but before Endgame came out, I was able to buy the Chitauri, the 2-pack, shipped from Popcultcha in Australia for like $170.
Wow.
It was a 2-pack. So,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, and it's one of those things too, like the especially the 2-pack troopers for the sequel trilogy. Yeah, I mean, you can still get those, for 140, 150, two figures.
Denobi, you're breaking people's hearts, man. You're breaking the hearts.
I feel like I have to be the dad and like scold you kids. I don't understand this. We all love playing with toys here, but let's not get carried away.
Oh boy, you heard it from Thrawn. You heard it from Grand Admiral Thrawn's mouth. Denobi's the Yoda of Hot Toy community.
Let's don't show all your chips that early. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is really exciting, but don't me. I've been stomping my feet for DeLorean, Back to the Future, and they don't listen to me anymore. So, but Mandalorian's fun. I enjoy the show. Even though I don't waste my time with the animated adventures of like the Clone Wars, or I'm not probably going to watch the Bad Batch, but I'm probably still going to pick up that Echo because it has droid components on his right arm, and I love droids.
Yeah, so, Echo is a perfect sort of clone droid for you.
So I'll end up picking him. Honestly, I'll pick him up specifically because of the droid components. And again, that's what we were talking about. Get what you like, get what makes you happy, and so forth. I'll probably be joining you guys too on those because I'm going through a StormTrooper kick right now. Like I'm embarrassed. Like any StormTrooper right now, give me. It's weird.
Would you also see Echo's helmet?
Oh,
yes.
Man.
Yeah. How his earpieces actually are physically attached in his helmet.
Yes.
In his head are one piece. I thought that's like insane.
Looks like a Lobot type mashup.
Yeah, Echo is Lobot. Lobot is Echo.
Yeah.
Lobot is a clone.
Yeah.
Hey, Denobi, before you go, quick question. Are you disappointed with what we got with May the 4th week, or you're excited?
I wasn't disappointed, and I wasn't super excited. I was actually very, very impressed. It was Hot Toys flexing, and when Hot Toys, when they tend to flex, they tend to flex. It was cockiness on their part, because they know they have most of us in their fist. They're grabbing us by the balls here, and I'm aware that they do monitor social media, and I'm not on Facebook, but I'm on Instagram and I'm on Reddit, and it just, I was kind of shocked. I was actually a little bit embarrassed for the community when I saw a lot of people really excited about the blurg, but nobody was really focusing on its price point. I'm like, really?
Well, the thing is, people have been asking for the blurg since Mandalorian ended, the first season. I've saw this all over the place. It was like it was either Quill, the blurg, and Cyborg. Okay, those are the top three asks that people were just posting. Hey, Hot Toys, where's the blurg? Where's Quill?
Yeah. Out of the announcement, it was Echo. It was the assortment pack of the Grogu. the Blurg and StormTrooper. Yeah, nothing there was like wow. You know what gave me the wow in the last 48 hours?
What's up?
It was Grievous. Grievous gave me the wow.
Grievous gave you the
Grievous
the
gave me the
reissue.
Grievous within 15 minutes when my good friend Sean sent me that text this morning about it. I quickly ran to the computer and I quickly hit pre. I did that. This right here, this is what got me excited because I understand its value. You know, I chase grails, right? And the Grievous on the secondary market, as its poor manufacturing performance it was still breaking $800 brand new on the secondary market.
Oh yeah,
So,
I know.
so-
I saw the prices.
Yep.
Yes.
So this right here, and compared because it was released in 2013, and its retail price, what was it? Was it $255 when it came out?
$250.
$250, right?
Or it might have been the normal version was $250 and the one with the extra plate was $250.
With the plate or something, yeah. So this right here in the price adjustment for within an 8-year time span, I think is a phenomenal deal. It could probably use a little bit of weathering and stuff, but that's minor fixes. It's not die cast, which could be seen as a fault, but I'm going to tell you right now, having this guy displayed in my module case, I'm not going to use a crotch stand. This guy needs to be in some sort of flight stand or something. He needs to be supported by his waist or by his chest in some sort of flight attack pose. And it should give you years of enjoyment. So this right here, this is, to me, probably the biggest win out of the May 4th. I'm going to tell you this right now. I know it's Sideshow. I've always been against Sideshow 1/6 scale figures, but this right here, I'm like, this will look cool in my Rogues gallery back here. So,
Oh yeah, he would look amazing over there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I am getting it, but also like I mentioned, I'm just warning people just to expect the worst when it comes to this.
Well,
figure.
and again, we've had people in the comments actually comparing it, and they're saying there's actual physical changes that they can see.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure the manufacturing process would be slightly. I know they did some upgrades with the cape, but I would assume that maybe the joints are going to be reinforced. We don't know. I'll play advocate. We don't know until we get a reissue unboxing review on it. That's what we need. That's what we really need. I'll probably do it if I have the time. I'll do it. I know the early plastics that were used by Sideshow, if they were exposed to enough UV, yeah, it would deteriorate. It would warp. It would. I know this right here, Bib Fortuna right here. Bib Fortuna, that's a Sideshow. That guy right there, you need to keep him away from the sun. I did see some of the early reports on him that the skin tone and the fat, certain early versions of Sideshow, you don't want them get them near exposed to sunlight, even partial. You keep them away because it tends to activate the plastics and the resins, and they tend to yellow. And worse, they become brittle and crack. You guys ever experience when you buy an older figure and brand new, and then you mess with the wrist and it snaps off? It's because the resin it was cheap plastic.
I've never experienced that, but I have experienced the Stormtrooper Jedi Patrols. You know, they got those re-release figures. They came out last year. I think they Sideshow found a bunch of batches.
Yeah.
The plastic that was protecting them was so old that it was yellowing. As I was pulling them out, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
The plastic that was protecting them was yellowing.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a different time. 10 years ago, they were using cheaper plastics. Labor was just a different time. Things are a little bit different now. There's watchdogs out there when it comes to petroleum-based products like plastics and things like that. So I'm optimistic that this new batch of Grievous is going to be a little bit better. So,
this Lobot stuff, man.
But anyway, Nate, Instagram. I got to go run. I got to go do some errands. I got the kids. See everybody. This was fun.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. Denobi, it was a pleasure having you. It's always a pleasure having guests, bro.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I mean,
okay,
yeah,
you had to go.
Yeah, like people are saying, he brings in the voice of wisdom, and again, he's got enough of a reputation, and he's well known that people are going to listen to him, and he brings the truth. I mean, again, half the things we're doing is just speculation, and we run wild with it.
That is true.
Others do more so than others, and again, but what we say, 90% of what we're saying we try to base in reality.
That is true too. That's why I'm staying for the most part with basing on the reality of what's and the reality is this General Grievous. Even though I am excited for it, I am getting it. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I am getting it. I mentioned it already. I am getting it, but I understand the limitations that comes with this figure. And I think there's people out there saying, "Oh, there's some changes." Oh, there's not. At the end of the day, it is still Sideshow. You freaking you could change the paint job on a damn Honda Civic into a Honda Civic into a Mustang. You do your best to turn the Honda Civic into a freaking Mustang. It's still a freaking Honda Civic. So I'm not saying General Grievous is a Honda Civic, but the way things turned out with General Grievous in 2013, that figure.
Well, here's the thing though. This also has the potential for Sideshow to go and retweak stuff, and if this comes out amazing, then they potentially reestablish their name. You know, they also have that opportunity and that chance. Again, if this thing comes out, you know, it's retooled, new plastics, you know, just re-engineered little tweaks, you know, and it comes out and it's getting rave reviews, then everyone's saying, okay, maybe Sideshow's stepping up their game. They pulled their head out of their fifth point of contact.
You know, at least Sideshow is doing their part in putting this out because Hottoys didn't do it. But then Denobi, he did say that at least they're giving us time. Time. Because Denobi, he did say that he was kind of like, hopefully they don't do a Hottoys Grievous because we are freaking swamped with figures in 2022. We don't need another one.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost... If Hottoys announced it, you'd get, the longer you waited, you get more mad at Hottoys for not making it, even though they let you know it's going to take a long time to make it. You know, it's almost like that one thing. It's like, it's better to not even get a preview until they're set to go, rather than just, you know, fishing.
Here's another thing, guys, I wanted to mention. I know we talked about, you know, whether you should, for a small moment with Denobi, if we should, if they want pre-order on the Boba Fett 2-pack. If you are a fan of that character, then yes, day one pre-order it. I did day one pre-order because I've been waiting for this moment for Boba Fett to release himself from the damn Sarlacc pit and, you know, become the more metaphorical Pheonix in Star Wars. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand that things can change up. This figure can sell out before that because we never seen that before. We've seen 2-packs before, but this one in particular has a different head sculpt, and that's what Aries is always pointing out, is that different head sculpt that comes in that you only can get with that 2-pack. But at the end of the day, it's still a 2-pack. So it can still sit out. That's the thing. And Denobi has been hunting Hottoys for a good minute. And 2-packs have sat for a good minute.
Yeah. I mean, and again, depending on who it is, you can get them for an amazing price, too. I mean, you can get the 2-pack of the First Order Stormtroopers for $140 to $150 right now. Brand new, sealed in box.
But and then here's another thing. There will always be there as long as Hottoys lives. There will be another Vader and another Boba Fett.
Yep.
Now there was a question. I kept forgetting about it, but we just kept going with the conversation, and I do apologize about this. But someone asked a question to Nomi too. What about a reissue of the animated Boba Fett with a blurb? Because remember, in the animated series that came out, the Christmas special, I think, that they did have a blurb there with Boba Fett.
If they do that, that's Hottoys basically coming out, you know, and flexing with, you know, with industrial grade steroids.
I honestly,
I don't know.
I don't think it will happen. I don't think they're gonna that's the one Boba Fett they won't reissue, because what's the point with doing that one? Like,
that was a one-time thing. That's not going to be reissued again or revisited.
But yeah, like, what would be the point of bringing that back? I know to make extra money, yeah, but at this point, like, like if they, let's say they do a proto Boba Fett, right? Let's say do like a proto Boba Fett release where in a show that comes out in Disney Plus where Boba Fett is rocking those colors, then yes, most likely yeah, but it will be for the
Yeah, I mean, but
Mandalorian
I think we'll see
box or
that
whatever.
anyways. The Imperial Super Commandos, which is basically, a white proto Fett with Imperial logos, from a scene in Rebels. So I honestly do think we're still going to see the all white uniform. It'll just be under the guise of the Super Commando rather than a proto Fett.
Now, we already heard, Denobi what he said about the price. He thought it should have been 220 for the blurg alone. How you feel about that? How much should the blurg been?
Yeah, I mean 220 to 250 sounds right. Because again, like I said, I think this has the makings to be turned into a dewback. But again, if they make it a dewback, the dewback's going to be 425 alone, based on how the dimensions of this guy, what they're charging. They extend this out, make it a dewback, then that dewback's going to probably be 425 without any figure.
Oh my god, imagine a 425 dewback. And then people are going to be asking, like in the comments, people have been asking, yo, we need a reissue dewback from Sideshow for $200.
Yeah, I mean the Sideshow one, it's a statue, but it's not. It's quite large. Now imagine Sideshow doing that. Now how much Sideshow, Hot Toys doing that. Now how much it would cost through Sideshow after it gets off the boat. Again, you're looking in the mid 400s. After tax and then shipping.
Yeah, like I said, I am more excited for the 2-pack reissue release than the actual blurg itself. You know what I mean? Because I'm more excited. Like I said, I love my boxes. I love my exclusive boxes. And I'm going to love, kind of like that Scout Trooper speeder bike one. That thing, I love that box set. I think that was pretty cool. It's so massive, dude. And that's why I'm really excited for that 2-pack with the OG Mandalorian.
Oh, God. Yeah, bring up Single Songwriter's comment because this kind of reinforces what I was saying. Yeah, so I do think dewback is coming.
Sideshow dewback $250. Secondary market has dewback at $2,000.
Yeah, the 1/6 scale dewback.
Wow. Wait, is that articulated or just a statue?
I don't remember. It's the tail might move and the jaw might move, but I don't think it. The limbs are articulated. I think they're static.
Yeah, you think they're static?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let me see. What else do we want to look at? Let me see. Let me go back to what's news. Because I think we already talked about the artillery trooper. I'm thinking Hot Toys is not over yet with the Mandalorian troopers. I am waiting for E-Web Cannon StormTrooper 2-pack. That's what I need. That's what I need.
You also have to remember, San Diego Comic-Con, they're going to attempt to do a show this year at Thanksgiving. So we might not see anything for some things till San Diego Comic-Con for reveals.
Chris W is saying if this Grievous does really well, could see Sideshow doing more issues, reissues of older figures that are expensive on the site. The thing is, I think Sideshow is picking up on what Hot Toys is cooking up with all these reissues. So,
like I said, watch Sideshow come out and saying, "Hey, we're doing a reissue of Mace, but with an updated head sculpt."
Now, what's this? Are they reissuing the deluxe statue? Wait, is this a smaller Rancor?
There's two sizes, yeah. There's two different versions of the Rancor.
Oh wow. I don't know, man, because I would like to go for the 1/6 Rancor versus the small fry over here. This is his kid.
Yeah.
This is his kid, man. I don't know about this. I think
it's almost like vintage scale.
Yeah. Well, so this is like what, 12-inch figure, 12-inch Rancor.
Yeah, so that'd almost in proper scale again. Yeah, that's almost like vintage 3.75 scale.
It's more like the Rancors you faced in the Old Republic game. in the tunnels with
Yeah, the
Revan.
little ones.
Yeah, the little ones. That's what it reminds me of right there. Wow, I didn't even know they did this. But yes, would love an E-Web cannon. Yeah, I want an E-Web cannon. The 1/6 Rancor was the last statue released. Yeah, I really love that statue. I know they sold out, but the thing is, I don't want statues. Though. I don't collect statues. What is the possibility? Because we're seeing a lot more Rancor stuff. Do you think Hottoys will be possible to release a 1/6 Rancor?
I don't know, because again, it'd be like that rotocast plastic, and it's basically the size of the Hulkbuster Mark II that they did. That was the rotocast plastic. It'd almost have to be like a power pose.
Damn, a freaking power pose.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, like the Hulkbuster 2.0 they came out with for Infinity War.
Yep.
Wow, so it'll be a glorified statue.
Unfortunately, I mean, something that size, scale, and dimensions, that might be the only way that could actually be done, and again, I keep bringing it up, but like Venom Pool, that's a huge body. It can't support its own weight.
Oh my god, you keep telling me that. Oh, also guys, I want to say thank you all for pretty much staying with us through the stream. I know we hit at somewhere like 95 viewers at some point. We were right there. It was a lot of fun with the Nobi there, and the numbers were rising up. I do appreciate y'all that were there, and also those of you who are still on, please hit that like button. That does help out with the channel and help the
Yes,
stream.
it does.
Yeah, it just gets the algorithm going. But
Yep,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, we got to trick YouTube into working for us.
So Thrawn, he's asking, do we give Hottoys too much credit on their rational for release? Logically, they should have released base for Chirrut back in the day. They often don't release figures that would pair well with others. They do that so constantly. That is true. Hell, we didn't even get a Chirrut, not Chirrut. We didn't even get a Krennic till like what, 2 years after the release, at least a pre-order.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's not Hot Toys saying, "Oh, we're not going to do this." Ultimately, Disney's the one saying yes or no. So for whatever reason, Disney doesn't want this to come out. It's not coming out.
Okay, Sideshow is live now. It's a cold stream, so not surprised you lost viewers because of. You know what? You know what's funny? Like I know that Jeddah is streaming right now too. So I don't know who's streaming. I just wanted to do a stream today with my boy Don, okay, and talk about these figures. And I was happy to see Denobi pop up. I was like, oh man, I gotta bring Denobi in, but we gotta talk about this. It was a great conversation too.
Yep. I mean, it's all logical, and I'm. Hey, it's one of those things, he's like, hey, you sound like that. I'm like, okay, thanks. He's getting what I'm putting down because, we're saying the same things with just different language.
Yes. Also, Star Toys is also saying that's why I don't think we'll get all the Bad Batch squad. That's the thing.
We're not getting all the bad, spoilers. We're not going to get all the Bad Batch squad because not all of them are actually in the Bad Batch anymore.
Dude, not all of them are in the you got me there. But I don't think we are gonna get the Bad Batch incomplete. Because the thing is, with Hot Toys track record, this is the dewback everybody was talking about. Everybody was talking about this little dewback from that Sideshow was popping. I heard someone was like saying, Sideshow got a dewback in for 150. What? You scared you tricked me.
Yeah, I mean it's like that Funko or Re-Egg,
Now that's cute. Not gonna lie. And then we got the Captain Picard. How you feel about this? Like, I'm not gonna hop on this, but it's weird for me.
That's not Picard. That That's not. And that is no way. That's not Picard. That's not Professor X. That's not his character from Dune or anything else. That is not Patrick Stewart. I mean, his face looks flat and lumpy.
It's weird.
Yeah.
In some angles it is, but most of it is just what? Who is this?
I mean, I'm a Trekkie and I don't like this.
It's just weird to me, man. I like when I first sold it, I was like, from the distance, oh, okay.
I mean,
And then
the original prototypes from this line for the Data look good, but the more I looked at it, I mean, yeah, he's supposed to be an android and his skin's a little yellow. It looks like plastic, not.
yeah, that was a big disappointment for me was Data. When I sold it, I was like, oh crap, didn't the prototype look better than this?
Oh yeah, no, I pre-ordered it at Big Bad Toy Store. You know, when with the initial prototype, but when the updated pictures came out, I'm like, yeah, I'm canceling this again because the face looks plastic, and it's due to how they did the yellow paint.
Wow. Nah, man. This was a slight disappointment right here. Cause I was like, I saw it from a distance. I was like, okay, so oh no. Once you get closer, then you start spotting the negativities.
I mean, it almost looks like someone took a rolling pin to his face and flattened it out, and his cheeks are so puffy.
Wow. So guys, if you're all talking about Echo right now in the comments, we might as well just hop in. I think this will be a perfect figure for Denobi because he loves his droids, and pretty much Echo is a droid.
Yeah, Phase Zero Dark Trooper prototype. He's more machine than he is man, which by definition, he is the Dark Trooper.
Wow.
The very first one.
You know, it'd be hilarious if Tarkin, pretty much starts investigating the data about Echo, because Tech has been collecting data on Echo for a good minute. What if he gets data from what from Tech's been collecting from the team, and he realizes, hey, this can be the birth of the Dark Troopers.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, because we technically have already seen the Phase 1 prototypes. They were fighting when they went live in the simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we've also seen that one again with Thrawn and Rebels.
Yeah. Oh, Star Toys. Don't worry. We're not doing any spoilers. We're just talking about what's really, what are our thoughts about Echo, to be honest. And it's obvious. He looks more...
Yeah, I mean, nothing we're talking about is a spoiler in any way. Basically, you can watch any of the trailers or the ads, and you'll know what we're talking about, even from this. He's more machine than he is man. Yeah. That was said, at the end of Clone Wars.
But yeah, it looks amazing. I do like the accessories that come with it. The only thing, that's the thing though. I'm more disappointed with the price here than I was with the Blurg by itself. Because $285, I think I would have preferred $250 with this one.
Well, here's the thing though. He doesn't have a helmet and he doesn't have a face and a head sculpt. Yeah, he has. Again, he has a helmeted sculpt and he has the face. The problem is the two are in order to put the mask on, it needs to attach to his head. So it's one of those weird things. Like if you didn't have a head sculpt, you couldn't use the helmet because the side of the loops attach directly into the helmet.
Oh man, Thrawn is speaking facts here. Thrawn is speaking facts. Tarkin is like a strict teacher nobody likes. He was a total D about the Death Star when I kindly requested more funds for my TIE Defender project.
Well, I'd simply ask Thrawn, how did he let a 14-year-old usurp him?
You know what's funny? If Palpatine did not focus so much on the big ships like Tarkin was pushing for, and then focus a little bit more on actual fighters. Well, the reason.
Yeah, I know. I'll just say this. Okay, so the U.S. Air Force is the world's largest air force. You know who the world's second largest air force is?
Who?
The U.S. Navy.
The U.S.
So, and again, if you want to, again, like the Imperial Navy, and for space they use naval terms. So again, like what you're saying. So think about like a Star Destroyer as like one of our aircraft carriers.
Okay.
We have much more smaller craft that can operate by themselves, but in a group support the larger craft. And then we have like the subs and all that stuff. It's the complete opposite, what you're saying. It's like they have 25,000 super, Star Destroyers in the variants, rather than how many more mid to like Corvettes or Raider class could they build out of one Star Destroyer, based on the cost of the materials. And
Yeah,
it's all because of the
yeah.
Tarkin doctrine.
Yeah, the Tarkin doctrine. The thing is, the reason what I love about the Yusong Bung storyline is that they told the reason why the Tarkin doctrine came to be, because Palpatine was preparing the galaxy
Yeah.
for the coming threat from the Yusong Bung from the other galaxy. That's the reason why he wanted all these big ships. That's the reason why he wanted the Death Star. Now, don't worry, everybody. This is not a spoiler. This is just non-canon stuff that Disney decided to destroy and make legends. Okay, and we're not getting a Yusong Bung. If we do, they're redoing the entire.
I'll just say this. I'll just say this potentially. And again, this is all EU stuff. This is not spoilery. Again, if Thrawn is in Ahsoka, depending on how they go, if he's been out in the outer regions, then again, he might also again have in like the EU stories, given the Empire a heads up on the Yuzhan Vong because they had a little bit of information on them as well. So, and part of the reason Thrawn did go to work with Palpatine was to also help him stop the Yuzhan Vong, as the Chiss Ascendancy called them the Outsiders.
Oh, there you go, guys. So you learned some history of Star Wars and talk about Hottoys. So congrats. Anyway, let's get right into Echo again. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that 285 is the new norm for these type of characters, like pretty much Star Wars / main characters or well-known characters. Now, if you're talking about stormtroopers or clone troopers that are just not not named characters, they kind of like the 501st, which was the deluxe was 225 or 250. No, the regular stormtrooper was 220, I think, and then the deluxe was 250 with all the accessories. So for this, because he's a named character, it comes from a very popular show from Clone Wars. Yeah, Hottoys is gonna milk us.
Well, I mean, and again, like I said before, the head and the helmet are unique, so it's not like they can just throw a generic head sculpt, of Tamara Morrison and then resculpt it. I mean, you have to have actual engineering in this head sculpt so that the helmet can fit on it.
Yeah, but what I love about this, what Hottoys is doing, I know a lot of people are saying they wanted the animated versions of these characters. And, Sideshow, they're playing some smart moves. They're going to pull those up. But Sideshow was playing some smart moves, playing big brain 4D chess, where they are actually doing the animated version, 1/6 scale figures.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, yeah, that's low. I'm just saying that, Lobot is Echo. Echo is Lobot. Just looking at, clean up, his little RoboCop ports going on the crane. That's Lobot.
Dude, it is Lobot. But now there are people.
I mean, again, if Filoni's already retconned Rex to be Nick Saint at Endor,
you saying that this could be the actual Lobot?
At this point, I do not take it out of the possibility that Filoni will go that route. I absolutely think that is a possibility, and I'm not joking when I say that. That somehow, some way, at the end of the series, because of what Echo knows, or Echo is going to be viewed as a threat to Palpatine, he's going to be hidden, and somehow Lando will come into it, and Lando will take him, and it'll become Lando's assistant. And I totally see that as a potential. Again, they've already done that in Rebels, where they gave Rex the Nick Saint uniform.
Interesting. I don't think they will do that, but that'll be a big flex from Filoni if he decides to turn Echo into Lobot. Because Lobot barely does anything through the original trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, Nick Saint, he was in, he was shown for 1 second, and he was the old guy, caught in the the Scout Trooper uniform, and they retconned him into Rex. So,
but I do like the way they pretty much turned Tamora Morrison's head sculpt into, kind of like a, like you can tell he's broken. He's been through the tortures of the Separatists. You can tell from this face alone, like they really put in the effort.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But yes, let me see. Let's look at those. They haven't put those pre-orders up yet for
The animated.
the animated. No, it's just still upcoming products.
I think so. Because I think they're also gonna drop their animated Grievous with it as well.
Now, I think there were a lot of people that were disappointed with this premium format Vader, because a lot of people were hoping that this was gonna be a the premium format Vader, animated Vader from Rebels.
Yep, and then have the extra head sculpt that was the right eye was missing after fighting with
right eye
Ahsoka.
damage. Yeah,
Yep.
because they did release the Rebels Ahsoka for premium format, and wait, was that premium format?
Yeah.
Okay, so this would have been a good trade off. It made sense jumping from the premium format Ahsoka into the premium format Darth Vader, the newest one released from Sideshow. And this should have been the animated Darth Vader. I love that look, though. The animated Darth Vader.
Yeah, I mean, this is essentially a New Hope Vader. I mean, again, animated, it's essentially the same suit,
Yeah, it just they miss opportunity, big miss opportunity for Sideshow to capitalize on the Rebels Vader because of that look alone.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, so Kenobi here. I really like the Kenobi. I think the Kenobi is the best animated 1/6 they've done out of the two from Anakin. This one screams General Kenobi.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I see that, I actually hear the animated voice from the Disney series playing in my head with the announcer. Just if you think here's Sideshow Obi-Wan,
You know what's funny? I know I already seen these already in the forums and the Facebook groups. People are already photoshopping the actual face and putting it under General Kenobi's figures for the future releases. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab this figure just for the head sculpt alone and move it over to the General Kenobi from Hottoys.
I definitely can see people doing that.
Yeah, I honestly, because I think this is gonna push a lot of sales now, right? Because we got the General Grievous now. People will hop on these two figures.
I mean, you know what they're also going to do now then, too, also? They're going to do animated StormTroopers. I mean, animated clone troopers in the animated style. You know it's coming. Because they're not going to do these two. They're not going to put the R&D into Grievous and show, the mold sculpting promos and not do clone troopers in the animated style. So, yeah, we might see animated Rex. We might see animated Cody.
Now, Thrawn
we might see animated ARC troopers.
Oh my god, keep going. Oh my god, animated.
Everything they've previously done, they might revisit just in the animated format.
Wow. No, I could see that happening, actually. If this starts a trend, that's why I thought that if they were going to release a General Grievous, it should have been animated Grievous.
Yeah, and again, I think that's happening because the promo shots for the claim model were shown of Grievous himself.
Wow. So Thrawn, he's asking, do you think they'll have a double jointed elbows? Jedi asked Sideshow but couldn't get an answer. Well,
depends on what the bodies they use.
Yes, depending on the bodies. But remember, the newest batches of Mythos Obi-Wan, they went from double to single, right?
Yeah. So, Run 1 was double joint and everything after was single joint.
So this could be a trend for Obi-Wan Kenobi to be a single jointed.
Yeah, again, if they're saying it's a whole new body, who knows? Because again, it might be a whole new neck joint system.
So yeah, Joe P is like, this is what people said about Hot Toys when they announced Rex. Though they're gonna do 1 million clones or not. Well, look what they're doing. They're still pushing out troopers. Mandalorian troopers. I think Hot Toys is just bouncing around from clone troopers to Bad Batch to Mandalorian troopers. It's getting wild.
I mean, and people got to remember, At one point, a lot of Sideshow business was their own figures through Star Wars, specifically the clones. And then they also had their Jedi line and their Scum and Villainy line. I mean, for a while, Hottoys wasn't, the main game for Sideshow. It was their own figures. And they just acted as the distributor in North America for Hottoys. Things have changed a lot since then.
Since then. Before the dark times. Before the Empire. But yes, here's the thing, though, guys. I know you guys are, not complaining, but showing your worries that what if Obi-Wan Kenobi or the future animated figures are single jointed. Penny did say it's cheaper, but if you look at Mythos the Mythos Obi-Wan Kenobi, the newest batches are single jointed. So Sideshow might follow that trend. If they already did it for that figure, what about the next figures?
Yep, don't know.
But let me see. I was hoping for 212 to go up on PO. Yeah, I was hoping for some more Clone Trooper love other than Echo. But I know Hot Toys wanted to focus on... Here's the thing, though. Because of the Clone Wars line, like the 501st and stuff, I think they're probably going to start releasing more Clone Troopers later on in the year. I understand why they decided to go with only Mandalorian now and Bad Batch, because that's what's popping right now. That's what's popping. And Bad Batch, they wanted to meet the man for that by introducing Echo from Bad Batch and that potential line.
Yeah, I mean, if we see the 501st and the 212th in the Bad Batch itself, I don't think it'd be too long till we actually see the reveal or a full pre-order up.
Wow. No, the thing is, it does look amazing. It's still Sideshow. Remember that, guys? It's still Sideshow materials and stuff like that. But at Headscope alone, this will be a fun Clone Wars shelf to do for your collection. And then the Anakin Skywalker. Like I said before, I think I prefer the Clone Wars version. The Clone Wars.
You put the armor on. You put that head sculpt on the figure with the armor, the interchangeable armor. That looks insane. With the chest panel.
Oh yeah. I already seen the photoshops of people grabbing this head sculpt and putting it on the armored Anakin Skywalker from Hot Toys. That's what I think people are going to do. They're going to just grab this body or grab the head sculpt. I don't know why people would sell the head sculpt alone, but I think people are just going to grab this body, grab this figure at as cheap as possible, and just for that head sculpt.
Yep. I believe that as well too. I mean, did they say how much these are?
Look at the prices of General Grievous. That's $285, right? I say these will be.
I'm gonna say $190.
$190?
Yeah, I think they're gonna come light with accessories. All you get is a lightsaber and a few hands, and a stand. So I think these to start with. And again, if they're gonna do a whole new line, they're gonna want the whet appetites. I'll say $190 to $200 for both of these.
Let me see. Let me look up Kenobi here. I know he has a lot of accessories, but let's look up Kenobi here. Let's see what he's priced at. Get a better idea. $260. Let me see, because he has so many accessories with this one. $260. I say maybe $250, $230.
Is it code time?
Oh, it's code time.
Oh,
code time. Okay. Give us a time. Yeah, give us the codes, baby. Give us the codes. Come on. Make the dream alive. Oh, Peter Lamb is in the house. Peter Lamb, what's up, baby? How you been, bro? Are you picking up that Qui-Gon? I bet he picked up a plenty. Obviously, they're going to price them at $250, $265. Yep. I said I'm saying that too. I'm saying that they're going to price them at $250.
Unlimited power.
Literally, that's the code. Unlimited power.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The code is up. Unlimited power. I appreciate.
$3. $3. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. You guys are the dream team. Hey, look at that! I got a new order code from Sideshow. $25 off. So I waited long enough. I could now purchase the General Grievous. I was waiting for my code to drop.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for. I got 2 codes coming on the 24th and the 27th. So plus all the reward points with those 2.
Sorry, give me a second. I'm reading. So what are you gonna be dropping those codes on?
Probably one is on the one on Falcon or Falcap, and then the other on Grogu, the Grogu set. Unless the Mortar Trooper is revealed and put up before that. So.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. They've been dropping a lot of damn codes lately. Shoot. There you go. Unlimited power. It works. Yeah, I got my code in, and that was $3. Yeah, this code has been added to your collection. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the warnings, Jedi Porkins. You are appreciated. Thank you, bro. And let me see. Qui-Gon is set. Qui-Gon is set away in storage. Oh yeah, he got force ghosted, bro. He got force ghosted.
Qui-Gon got waitlisted.
Yeah. Earlier today.
Okay. Because I know, like yesterday, they had to steal the deal where it was like 190. So.
Wait, he was?
Yeah. I had him in my cart, and then I got hit with the lag, so it wouldn't let me check out.
Did you still get him?
No, it was one of those things. It was like I tried to get him later, and like the site kept crashing.
So you gotta go hit that man. You gotta go in and get it. At least get into the unlimited.
Yeah.
Not unlimited. Not unlimited. Waitlist. At least join the waitlist.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I'll be honest. Qui-Gon is great. I can live without him.
Oh, you can live without him?
Yeah. I know some people may think that's heresy, but I can live without him.
Yeah, that's heresy. Well, there's some people that I know you probably won't pick him up, but there's some people that are agreeing with you on that until they release the Padawan Kenobi, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I need a Qui-Gon."
Yeah. Okay.
But that's how it is when they drop a figure like let's say Kenobi. Another Kenobi. You want to have your panel Kenobi with your Master Qui-Gon and also a Darth Maul to complete the Trinity.
Yeah, I mean, and again, with Sideshow flexing, watch them release the Darth Maul Battle on Naboo set. I mean, again, anything at this point, anything's possible for a reissue from them.
Yes, anything is freaking possible. At this point, hell, we got a chance to see a reissue Grievous.
Yeah.
From 2013 for $285.
And here's the most important thing: it starts shipping next month.
Wow, that's just it's just wild.
Yeah, and like we've said, it's already gone out. It's like the first batch is already sold out because they've already moved the shipping dates. So.
Single songwriter is like, I'm on the wait list for DX18 Mole. Good luck with you on that. Hell, if I cancel my DX18 Mole, wait, actually no, is it DX18? Is that the solo Mole? Yes,
16, 17. Yeah, I think 18 is solo Mole.
Yeah. I still got my DX18 ordered, so if I cancel it, good luck on getting it because they send out emails like crazy. For those waitlist conversions. Okay, so Fad Gadget is asking, what are your predictions for the price point for Mandalorian Swoop Bike? That's a very good question. I'll actually put them up in a minute. But how do you feel about that, Don?
I think they're going to swing for the parts, $565.
$565?
Yep.
Wow.
It's got Grogu. It's got all the potential accessories, plus the bike, plus Season 2 Mando, which I'm going to assume he comes with the upgraded parts, which he does.
He does. Look at that. That's the arm from the droid he killed.
Well, that's the thigh plate, yeah.
Yeah, the thigh plate. Yes, yes.
And then he comes with the addition, the new knee pad. Again, is he going to come with the spear? Is he going to come with a Darksaber? But yeah, I think this is going to be $565.
Wow. Yeah, 565, 595 from Single Songwriter. I see more 595 because if the Blurg and Mando is 555, imagine the swoop bike and all the accessories. This is going to be close to $600 at the start.
I'll be honest with you. I think the swoop bike might be more hollow than the Blurg.
Okay, so it will be a lot cheaper to manufacture compared to the Blur.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a hot take right there. But
yeah,
hey, I do sort of agree on that because it won't be as it's still pretty big, but it won't be as big as kind of like a girth.
Yeah.
Comes to the damn.
Exactly,
Blur.
and there's more, and it's easier for them to remove weight and make certain things hollow on the bike as opposed to the Blurg.
Damn, Peter Lamb is scaring me now. Sideshow's already processing payment for my Grievous. Are they shipping already?
Well, I mean, if it was your pre-order payment, everyone's pre-order payment gets processed, especially on a weekday. So, like, my pre-order payments was processed already. Mm-hmm. Now you're scaring me. So.
Now you're scaring me. You know what else is funny, man? At this point, actually, we're actually almost hitting at 9 o'clock. All right, guys. At 9, we're pretty much ending the stream for tonight. But we'll pretty much end things up talking about some things. If you guys have any more questions, just lay them down below. But Don, are you gonna get this if this doesn't come with the head sculpt? Let's say it comes with every accessory known to man for Season 2 Mandalorian Mark III. Will you get this if it doesn't come with the head sculpt?
I'll be honest, it didn't matter if it came with the head sculpt or not. I'm not going to get this, mainly because I already have the upgrade parts, and so my Mando is effectively a Season 2 Mando. Again, it's if I'm not getting the Scout with the Scout Trooper bike, I'm not going to get the swoop bike, Because if I'm going to get one or the other, I'm going to get the speeder bike, and I'm not even going to get that. Again, it comes down to display, price, size, available display space. So, yeah, it looks awesome. I'm just not going to grab it because I don't have a need for it.
That is yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that the reason why they probably won't pick this up, like, everything looks fine and dandy, but I prefer the Season 1 Mandalorian with the Beskar. That feels a lot better for me, price-wise, and I got a lot more out of it. And there's people out there that spent, like you did, about $100 just for the accessory pack. $50 to $100 for the accessory pack.
Well, yeah, I paid $50, but I had to paint and do all my stuff. But it was the thigh plate, the knee pad, the Darksaber, and the spear. So I thought it was well worth it. But so I don't have a need because I can go back and forth between Season 1 and Season 2 depending on what parts I put on.
Let me see. I'm still getting all the Mandos. Yeah. I'm with you there. I'm with you there, man. The show saved Star Wars for me, so I'm gonna be throwing as much money as I can at the Mandalorian figures. That's for me anyway. So, I don't know about other people, but that's the reason why I bought like 4 Remnant Troopers, and that's why I have like 2 freaking. I'm working on 2 freaking. Okay, I already have 1 OG Mando from Don Prime who sold it to me. And I have another OG Mando I'm working on. I'm still trying to debate if I'm going to have that as a giveaway or add that as a gift to a friend of mine. I'm still debating what I'm going to do with that. But I'm literally, I'm at this point thinking that, I might get another Mandalorian, because I already have the OG Mando. I already had the deluxe Mando ordered, and then the Mandalorian with the swoop bike, and they throw that head sculpt in. I gotta go in. I gotta go in for it. I have to.
Yep.
I can't say no to it. But oh, and everyone, I will probably, if something does drop tonight, I don't think they will from Hottoys. I think Hottoys already showed up all their guns. I think they already they already went to the OK Corral and shut up the place. Okay.
Except Sideshow was wider this time.
Yeah, I think Sideshow I think is gonna keep dropping stuff all day or day. So
yeah, I mean it's one of those things. You know, Sideshow's putting out a reissue figure, but it's Grievous, and the reissue figure is basically trouncing the swoop bike. You know, that's a weird world we live in, where Sideshow figures, you know, basically taking the thunder away from Hottoys.
This, you know, like Nobi did say, like what shocked him the most was that General Grievous, you know, and
exactly.
I'll say that much. The people were talking about wanting a General Grievous, you know, other than Cyborg and there's other characters that everybody's asked for. Shazam from Hottoys. Sideshow pretty much sold the writing on the wall, and they were like, you know what? Let's make some money. Let's throw in this Grail that has not been seen or released since 2013.
Yep. I mean, and as soon as I went to Sideshow, saw it was up, I'm like, yep, pre-order. Don't care. And you remember, I predicted this last night.
You did. You know? You did. You know, but you know, it would have been hilarious if it was literally the Sideshow exclusive version for the Clone Wars line. You know, that the Clone Wars animated, because the pattern was there. They did the Anakin animated. They did the Obi-Wan animated. Would have been cool. They threw down that animated General Grievous.
Yeah, I mean, I still think we might see that too. Again, I think that might be a Thursday, Friday release or a review.
Big Dog Pa's like, we need to get likes and subscribers up so Geekin' Out can get the Bacardi sponsorship. Hell, if Bacardi sponsors this channel, I will take shots on every live stream, every video with the Bacardi battle in hand. Well, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh man,
battle
here we
shots.
Go. Oh my god. Daddy, chill on that. But seriously, Bacardi, talk to me. Talk to us. We want that money, and we want to help you. But yes, guys. So anyway, anything else that you're looking to pre-order?
Not necessarily pre-order, but one figure I'm actually looking at grabbing. It's the DID Apollo set of the Apollo astronauts. I ended up buying a loose Apollo suit to do a kit bash, but I'm thinking about actually going and grabbing one of the full figures. Problem is, it's like they're now running. I know the set in some places is $12.50.
My bad. I pressed the back button on the wrong.
Okay.
On the wrong site, on the wrong tab. I was supposed to be on the Mandalorian tab.
Gotcha.
Because I had it right here on share button, right? And then I went back to our tab and I clicked back on that. That's one thing to know. That's the one thing to know. But as for me, this would be a day one for me. Quill. If they can drop Quill, that would be nice.
Yeah, now apparently he's still pending approval from Disney.
Really?
Yeah, because I think someone said, and I think I might have heard it in the show, that he's still pending approval. So he's not even, like, they can show the prototype, but he is still pending license approval. So unfortunately, this might be one of those one and dones he's seen and never heard from again.
Bro,
yeah, because it still says pending licensing approval.
Ooh, that's another good one right there. Shoot, yeah. This one, it might. I would love to see what the accessories come with, but it'd be pretty cool if they drop some real good accessories with this set.
They might obviously include a toolkit that would go with for IG-11. But I mean, other than that,
Heath ain't coming. Ah, come on, don't break my dreams, Joe P. Don't break my dreams like that, bro. Come on. They would not throw Quill into this. They would not even throw in the blurgs the way they did without throwing in Quill. You know, that's like throwing. Let's see, who we throwing? It's kind of like throwing in General Anakin Skywalker from Clone Wars Hottoys and Hottoys not throwing in General Kenobi later. That'd be stupid. That would be stupid for Hottoys. We all know General Kenobi's coming.
yeah, I mean, who knows? It could be a licensing issue with Nick Nolte for all we know. Again, because it's technically he's the voice actor. It's still a representation of him. It's one of those weird, likeness contract rights things.
Yeah, I think the Blurs Sewers Quill's release. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. I guess one last question from Smoking Aces. Nate, did you get any Stormtroopers? At the moment, I have not pre-ordered them yet because I'm waiting for coupons to come in. But I gotta use this coupon now on the General Grievous to save money on that bastard. But as far as Stormtroopers is concerned, I'm gonna get 2 Stormtroopers from the Commander line, the Commander Stormtrooper from Mandalorian. I'm gonna get 2 of those for now because I don't want them to throw another set of Rogue One Stormtroopers, and I can't army build them because I got 4 Stormtrooper Commanders. But I am getting 2 for now with the Stormtrooper Commanders, just in case we don't see any more Stormtroopers after that for Mandalorian.
Yeah. I mean, again, the Stormtrooper Commander, it's right in the sweet spot. It's a Rogue One reissue. It's the Remnant Trooper without the weathering. Again, a actual Rogue One branded Stormtrooper. It's going to cost you actually quite a bit of money. You'd be shocked at what it's costing you. And again, you just take the pauldron off and you give them the normal E11 blaster instead of the heavy repeating blaster. And then you army build that way.
Oh yeah. I also mentioned it. I haven't uploaded the video yet. I'm probably gonna upload it tomorrow. But I did mention that I would like to just take off the pauldron, which is fine. That's my Rogue One Stormtrooper. But the thing is, what if Hot Toys is like, you know what? Let's drop the Mandalorian Rogue One Stormtroopers with the E-Web cannon from the final battle with Boba Fett, Pheonix mode. Then I want to get 2 sets of those so I can have 2 E-Web cannons and 2 Stormtroopers to come with it. That would be a perfect setup. 2-pack Stormtrooper Rogue Ones with the E-Web cannon.
Yeah, and again, if Hot Toys is gonna announce it, I could say, see Sideshow going like, hold my beer, and like, we're reissuing E-Webs and it'll be out in September.
Oh my God. Reissuing E-Webs.
I totally could see them reissuing the E-Webs because it's not that difficult because it's all mold injection plastic and PVC tubing.
Wow, that would be pretty cool though. Reissuing the E-Web cans.
Yeah, but if they reissued it, they'd be asking $179, $180 for it. All over the hype.
Wow. But wait. See, Nate, you're getting your Lobot. What you mean? What, Lobot got dropped?
Echo is Lobot. Lobot is Echo.
Well, that's another thing. A Toolbox. He's like Toolbox. He says can't always sell if they do. That's true too. But that's the thing though. I'll be safe with just getting 2 of the Stormtrooper Commanders, and if they start selling out before. There's a chance for the E-Web Cannon Stormtrooper combo I'm looking for. I'll probably get a 3rd one. So I'll get 3 Stormtroopers. So I can get 1 Stormtrooper Commander and then take out the pauldrons out of the other 2 to make my Rogue One Stormtroopers. So that's my plan. Someone make Nate a custom Lobot. Thrawn, you got the expertise to do that, so you do that. You do that, and then talk to me. I'll send you my address.
Yep, some decraniation.
But anyway,
The actual
guys.
term.
That is all we have for today. I appreciate y'all who stayed watching us. I know we had a lot of streams going. We had Sideshow, we had Jetta, we had, YouTube was filled with people. But I definitely appreciate those that, stayed and, try to stay. And those who, we reached nearly like 95 people at one point. So we were staying up there for a good minute. It was pretty cool just having 95 people just watching us, just talking about Hot Toys.
I mean, we beat last week's record of 92, so slowly but surely we're going up.
Slowly but surely. But we are pretty much, hopefully everything pans out for Aries this weekend. We are joining Aries for his stream on 6-Scale Cantina. So that will be at 6 p.m. I'm not sure if Don Prime's coming in. I probably you will if you have.
What was it? Friday, Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday I'll do. Yeah, Saturday 6 o'clock, and then we've got ours on Sunday, right?
Yeah. So we.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
cool.
Pretty much our regular streams are 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. depending on how far we get with the stream. Is Wednesdays and Sundays. Those are our stream nights. The reason why we've been doing so many streams this past few weeks is because of May the 4th week. So,
and giving away prizes to you, our people.
I love the Bane. I love that Bane, man. It's amazing.
Yep. And so one last time. So contest winners, we've got your stuff packed up. We'll get some shipping labels done, and I'll get you that tracking information. We're just waiting on Dolph. The winner of the mouse droid, he needs to send us his shipping information. But the other three, I've got it, and again, they'll go up by Friday. So, and congrats and enjoy.
For the people. Yes. But yeah, guys, Dolph, I messaged him already, and we're still waiting for him to hit us back up about the his prize that he won. It was the life-size
mouse droid,
right?
Yeah, the remote-controlled one.
Okay, how long we have before we pretty much
give him 30 days. So at this point, he's got 29 more days. So yeah, still got a ways to go, folks, before we even think about a repull.
But all right, guys. Again, thank you all for joining us, and remember, we're just simple men trying to make our way in the Hot Toys universe. So, take it easy, guys.
All right.